What's happening, everybody? Everybody's having a good evening. Start to your week, and such. Let's see, it should be working now. Oh, there we go. Okay. Throw up the link in case anybody wants to jump in. Googly oogly. And we'll get rocking and rolling. So how's everybody doing? I was saying, that's it. I'm getting a very good plow truck. I might make something like that at some point, or if the Chambler gets crusty enough, it could become a plow truck. Hey, Twisted Mopar, what's happening? Link is posted. Camera Human is saying hi. Hello, Camera Human. UP, what's happening? We have Doug Sturridge. Everybody's saying hi, which is awesome. Yeah, just next week we leave on Wednesday for PRI, which is in Indy. It's the racing industry version of SEMA. Not quite as nuts and as insane as SEMA, but all racing stuff, so it's pretty cool. Dakota Sport. Yeah. They made those. That they did. So I thought we would probably look at the PRI thing tonight, see if there's anything you guys want me to go talk to, anybody at the show you want me to see. There's 12 to 1,400 companies were there last year, and so there's a lot of people to see. I gotta get out my pen so I can write stuff down. So I figured I would hold this up in just a minute here, and the throngs and throngs of 4 to 5 people who actually watch this on a regular basis can come in and see and ask questions. Almost anybody can. Almost anybody can go to PRI. I don't know if it's actually open to the public or not, but you can become a PRI member, especially if you're on YouTube, because then you're media. That's how I go. I'm media. Thank you very much. That's right. This is a kind of low grade, consistently inconsistent quality that you can come to expect from me. I try real hard at this. I forgot to turn the light on. That's how much my quality standards have been. Yeah, I forgot to turn the light on, which makes it not look like I'm in a bad cave. I'm in the shadows. I want to see the monster trucks. Well, you're going to see the monster trucks. Lauren's going with me. I have to bring the Camera Human. I don't know if they're actually... Well, there were 1 or 2 monster trucks there last year. I've gone... This will be year 3, and there's more stuff. I have not gone to Lucas Oil Stadium yet. That's why we're going an extra day. We're actually going technically a day and a half, because we're going Wednesday. The show opens Thursday, Friday, Saturday. We're going down to try to have a day to relax and actually see Indianapolis, because I've never been there other than to run in and out of a convention center and a couple of restaurants. So I seen a Dakota Sport convertible pickup today. That's minty as a grocery store. Wouldn't that be minty as a peppermint patty? Or minty as mint chocolate chip ice cream? Or am I looking too far into this? It's quite possible. All right, we got a couple people in here anyway. So PRI, like I said, is next week. I'll be going there with Camera Human. And there's 12 to 1,400 companies that'll be there. And I figured I would share some of the stuff that's there. And if you'd like, you guys can ask, what the hell's going on? Minty fresh like a pepper. Well, yeah, that's kind of where I was going with the pepper and patty thing, but not the Peanuts character. Share screen. Yeah, blah, 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 blah. Do the floor plan first. And go, So, PRI is held at the Indianapolis Convention Center in downtown Indy. It is basically the hall. Let me see if I can move this around a little bit. That's better. Okay. So it's the Indianapolis Convention Center. There's 2 separate halls. And then Lucas Oil Stadium is here. You can get to it underground, which is nice because I'm already sick of cold. and it's been cold for about 4 seconds here in Michigan. And there's, like I said, a ton of companies, and it's all racing car, Holly, everything from Holly to monster trucks to tractor pulling to you name it, it's there. Oh, hey, thanks for jumping in, DNS. Sorry you got to go off to bed. I know important things are important things, like work, I guess. I don't think it's that important, but I'm biased. Well, then, how much snow are you under, Duckster? I don't know. Yep, Southern Batman. I'm Midwestern marginal Batman. I guess I'm Two-Face. I'm half dark and half light at this moment. Doug is 6'7". I did not know that. I've seen you, Doug. Didn't realize you were 6'7". Oh, you mean snow? Oh, 6 to 7 inches. We had a dusting, pretty heavy dusting, but a dusting nonetheless. That's all we got. Oh shit! I never called them. I need to call the Autorama guys today. I gotta get working on my Honda really fast. I got stuff to do. It's gotta get done. The plan is to get it done for Autorama. So, jump back, did we do? Alright, so the other one, since that really doesn't tell you much. Just shows you a floor plan. Still sharing screen. Okay, there we go. Just like I said, there's a ton of companies. If there's anybody you guys would like, I'm going to start rolling through the list here. If there's anything or any of the companies you'd like me to stop and try to check out while we're there next week, let me know. Dougster, it has snowed daily since last Friday. Was bare before that. Yeah, it snowed for 4 hours this weekend. Like I can't remember Saturday or something. No, it must have been Friday. It wasn't Thanksgiving, but Friday or Saturday it snowed for a long time, and the ground's still not cold enough here for it to really stick to anything, other than the cars. It was freezing crappy, but not sticking. Okay, so and yes, Doug, I'm pretty sure. Well, actually, we'll cover that now. Hastings. Yep. Dougster, the piston ring people will be there. If you would like, I can try to get you a free. I'll try to steal some piston rings for you or something. Maybe one of the signs that has that piston ring guy on there. Oh. Yes, there are a bunch of companies. Let me go back to the big list. No. I love PRI. Their website is the shits. So my friends at A&A Manufacturing are going to be there, which is cool. That was my first shop tour for the shop tour series. And that wouldn't have been possible without going to PRI. It actually gave me a chance to meet people in person. Doug's saying, "Do it." Well, I'm not gonna. I'm actually, unfortunately, gonna tell them I'm gonna try to steal some. And maybe on Saturday there'll be something I can snag from them. I'll say my friend is their #1 fan. Please don't sue him for copyright infringement for his logo, because it's Dougster, not Hastings. You should just call it Dougster's Piston Ring Garage. It could work. EP's saying almost off work. It's been a long day. Got here at 6 a.m. I got up at 6:30, and I worked out for an hour. Well, sorry if I'm running a little slow today. My shoulder, the nerves in my shoulder started to try to jump ship. I was on the treadmill, so that was an entertaining little outing. It's been a lot of whack all day. Okay, so we've got there's let's see, Michigan. So there are 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21, 24, 27, 30, 33, 36, 39, 42, 45, 48. Wow, only about 50 companies this time. Still a decent amount from Michigan. About half what was there last year. Pop that off again. Well, I can do the featured. So going through here, if there's anything anybody sees that they'd like me to go talk to them next week, I'm more than willing to do that. Bam! Roller lifters. Never heard of them. I can meet them though if anybody's interested. Brian Tooley Racing, Buzz Bicycles, must be electric. Bikes. Beachworks, Daytona 1 Performance Lubricants. Crower, Delta, Edelbrack. It's Edelbrack. El Bandito Yankee Tequila. There's a tequila company coming? What the hell? Sip it like you stole it. Okay. Used to drink tequila? That's a long time ago, many lifetimes ago. El Bandito Yankee Tequila. Discover the essence where every sip is a testament to quality. These 100% additive-free, handcrafted bottles promise a smooth experience that simply criminal. Apparently there's going to be somebody signing a tequila booth. Flying Ryan from the NHRA Mission Foods Pro Stock Motorcycle Rider. That's a lot to say. Apparently he's signing a lot of places. Oh, he's okay. He must be riding. El Bandito must be one of the brands or something then. Excuse me. Liberty Gear. Yeah, I talked to him last year. I thought I had a chance to do a shop tour because they're literally like 4 miles from me. I didn't hear back, so I'll talk to them again this year. They make some really neat stuff. I'd love to see what their facility looks like, but we will see. A&A Manufacturing. No, they make a lot of race car parts. They, well, actually, Doug, if you'd like to know more about A&A Manufacturing, I did a shop tour series, actually my first one on the Michigan Make series. They make a lot of stamped racing brackets like shock tabs, cage mount bits and pieces, suspension parts. They make a little bit of everything. They have a lot of old stamping equipment in their facility, and they have an old Brown and Sharp mills that actually they follow the profile on cam teeth that they put in the machine, and it literally shows them how to make the part. The tool head follows the cam, which tells the tooling where to go and which pieces to pick up. So literally it walks around a giant formed cam that makes the part the same every time. It's like Stone Age CAD. Hey Dutch, what's happening? Free samples. I'll see. I don't drink tequila, but I'm okay. Well, the camera human drinks tequila, so the camera human can drink tequila. It's not like we're driving, but I don't drink anymore. Where am I at here? Dougster, we got a inch here. El Bandito. I wonder if El Dano can we get sponsored by El Bandito. Is Diamond Piston still on 15 and Harper? I don't actually know. Let me check real quick. Give me 1 second. Pistons. Oh, that didn't help me. That didn't give me what I actually wanted. Diamond Drive, Clinton Township, Michigan. So they're somewhere near here. I'll have to look into that. I did not know. Thank you. Tequila's Duros, that's coming from a straight bourbon or whiskey guy. Whiskey is goddamn horrible. No, I would drink tequila straight. when I drank. Because I knew I had a bottle of booze because no one else was willing to drink it, even with salt and lime. Sick tequila makes the clothes fall off. It never did for me, either mine or anybody else's, so I don't know about that one. Tequila makes cookies magically flying. Okay. Yeah, they might make them magically fly, but I've never experienced that one either. All right, let's see. Let's see what else is in the featured. Exody is here in Michigan. I thought I had something lined up with them too, but it did not happen. We'll see what happens this year. Flying coaches and trailers, fluid dampener, Buffalo turbine, protect your engine from. Oh, okay, fluid. So that's just regular fluid dampener. Flow solutions, compressed air. Huh. High-tech fuel injection. Forgeline makes some very, very, very nice wheels. They are unfortunately way outside of my budget at this time. They do make some very nice stuff. Oh, Gingerman's there. I'll get to see them again. I did a shop tour on their facility as well. Very neat. Very cool to see what they have going. And unfortunately, the video has not done as well as I'd hoped. I feel very bad about that. Oh, Grip Edge is going to be there. The stuck TorqueSpits people. I just put a TorqueSpit video out earlier tonight. Jones Racing, ISO Pro, Kid and Melly makes some cool stuff. Mostly there's a tool distributor. Klotz, Lincoln Electric, late model engines. Lockthor, Neo, Newen, Mighty Vac. Oh, Mighty Vac's going to be there. I got to remember that. I have to remember that because I want to look and see what they got. They make some cool vacuum stuff for vehicles. Northern Radiator. I'm pretty sure I have that written down. P1, Performance Friction Brakes. Fomasi. Oh, yep. Oh, hell, we got it, Dan.
Hey, what's up?
Not too much.
What are we up to? What are we doing?
Just going over some of the stuff for my trip next week to Indy for PRI to see if anybody wants me to talk to any of these 12 to 1,400 companies that are going to be there. It's all racing stuff. Or, well, mostly racing stuff. Ooh, quick performance QA1, cool. I need a center section for that 9-inch Ford rear end that Jim gave me for the Honda.
What gear did you put in it?
Probably like a 355 and a posi. Was what I'd like to.
Yeah.
Any higher than that, I don't think it'll work so well. But any lower than that, it won't be in the right torque band for that engine. Because she makes power from like 1,500 to 4,500, and that's it.
Yeah.
Torquey.
That's that straight 6, right?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm going to put the 4.2 in it. Because it's what I've got, and I've got a transmission that'll work for it. The only other thing I could do is try to find a small block Chevy. Because I have a T5, but the T5 is weaker than my AX15 is. So.
Yeah.
Dutch is saying, first time I drank tequila, I asked a cop if he wanted to fist fight in the road naked, so I don't drink tequila. It's probably a safe bet. Dr. saying at Thanksgiving, I tried some Blackberry Crown Royal. Makes me think of blackberry brandy and ice fishing. More power to you, daughter.
Blackberry brandy's not bad.
I haven't ever had that. I used to drink tequila when I drank, but that's a long time ago. Because nobody else would drink it, so I knew I had enough booze to get me drunk. So
yeah,
that's a safety factor. I drink that crap straight. That's salt and lime garbage.
Well, you were on a mission.
Yes, I was. And I take things seriously when I do.
And let me say, mission accomplished, sir.
Oh, I was SEAL Team 6 on my liver. That's for sure. No, I put an express lane into that, unfortunately. But there were other factors as well, but no, I did myself no favors. But that's why I will not drink now. I will not throw away the gift I was given. So, what are you up to there, old Dano?
Just sitting at a balmy -5 degrees Fahrenheit. So,
Yeah, oh, you're out of the garage to punish yourself, or
well, yeah, pretty much.
okay?
I insulated the damn thing, so I'm going to use it.
Ah, it does help if you actually move around, though.
Well, I mean, I don't want to put effort into this. Come on now.
Okay, don't go out of your way.
No.
Dutch saying, yeah, Doug, younger him liked to party. Only Donald saying, I stopped drinking when I see triple. Needless to say, I am for the middle image when driving. Oh, okay. Let's not admit to our crimes, whether we did them or not. Doctor's saying we would get pickled on blackberry brandy and peppermint schnapps. Oh, God. 50-50, it's called a snowshoe. And remember, can't walk home on one snowshoe, so everybody gets two drinks. Oh, two drinks. No, it was one thing I never did was drive drunk. So.
Nope, not worth it.
No. Anybody you'd like when you go see there, Danner, while I'm at the
Oh, I don't know anybody there.
it's like everybody from people that make machines that make parts and cars to Holly, everybody in between. There's tractor pullers there. There's monster trucks. There's drag racing, street racing. You name it, it's there.
Just go look at cool shit.
It's like it, yeah. Like they're PRI and SEMA are owned by the same company, or they're somehow intertwined. And SEMA is the, everybody glitz and glamour, everybody and their brother, and PRI is more the like industry stuff, the racing and tooling and the stuff that actually makes it happen rather than just the shiny.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would agree with old McDonald. Damn, Doug, just thought of peppermint schnapps makes me feel ill. I've never even smelled it. Just the name peppermint schnapps is a no-go.
Yeah, it seems pretty overpowering. I'm not one for peppermint myself, so.
Why don't you just drink a Boone's Farm, Doug, and just make it easier on yourself? Let's see. Carb. We'll do this easy. Carb. Okay, we got Allstate Carburetor, Buckeye Carbide, Industrial Hard Carbon, Willie's Carbon Dyno Shop. Ooh.
Carbon Dyno Shop.
Carb and Dyno.
Oh, Carb and Dyno.
Yes. Product categories: carburetors, fuel pumps, fuel filters, mufflers. Kind of false advertising. Allstate carburetors. Products: carburetors. That sounds right up your alley, Dan.
I like that. Carburetor shit.
Allstate carburetor.
Huh. It's fucking cold out here.
Yeah, it's not as cold here as it is where you are, but I'm good.
Yeah, that's.
I'm not saying peach schnapps isn't bad. I've never been a schnapps guy.
I like
Not that I am now, but I never was. My Aunt Mary would bring a leather flask of peach schnapps when we would have our family sledding parties. Well, yeah, it's my mom always used to call it snow snake medicine. When you were drunk enough, you didn't feel cold.
Yeah. Baked hands carved there. That would be pretty sweet.
Send me your golf ball carve and I'll start showing it off.
It's currently at Joseph Noak's, just awaiting to be tested. I think he's.
Oh, it's back there?
Yeah, I sent it back there a little while ago.
It's been a little while, hasn't it?
Yeah. It's just whenever he has free time to do that stuff is when he does it.
No, no, no. Wrong thing.
Pretty interested to see what the results are.
Yeah, so Holly's got a big presence. Edelbrock has a big presence. A lot of companies do. Edelbroken. What about a blower? You want a blower, Dan?
Well, yeah, I would love a blower, but I can't afford one.
I think blower drive service is going to be there. Let's see.
Yeah, tell them to make that shit cheaper so people can afford it.
Yeah, I don't think they really. I don't think it works quite like that, but you know.
Well, I mean, it doesn't cost that much to make. All right, let's be honest here. They're pocketing a ginormous margin off everyone they sell.
Yeah, but there's also the whole fact of it's not like everybody and their brother puts a blower on their car. It's not the most
You know
common.
why? You know why? Because it's too fucking expensive. That's why. You lower the price, there'll be more people interested.
The rent is too damn high. Is that what we're going with? The rent is too damn high.
Well, not everyone's putting a blower on the car. It's like, yeah, because we can't afford to. If we could afford to, everybody would, because who wouldn't want one?
Yeah, but when they used to be, you just used to go steal them off of old diesel trucks because that's where they started. It still wasn't on every car. And you could find them in a junkyard then.
Well, it's because you gotta convert them over to gasoline. You can't just run them right like that.
Big and bad doesn't matter. Just run until it blows. It'll all be fine. Oh, now saying pay him and film it being tested for content. You mean where it's saying he sent it or me taking it to?
I have no idea.
Can't drink the schnapps anymore. Too much sugar is what Doug's saying. I was told today that Elton John is now blind due to his diabetes. That's what McDonald's is saying. That sucks. You guys, guitar rent too damn high. Yes, it is.
Yep. That's why I bought a house.
Captain Snappy allegedly marks up his stools 50% from his cost to you. You mean Captain? Yeah, the Snap-on man. That's it. Yeah, 50% is a nice margin. Most of that stuff's probably a bit higher than that. And it's not the truck guy's fault. It's kind of what they're stuck with pricing it at.
Oh, Snap-on crew? Yeah, they have probably like 150% margin on that shit.
Similar stuff. Hey, Mo Barbara Larry. Some of the stuff that I have in Snap-on, I've never had any trouble with. I doubt I would buy it again per se, just because now the cost is so astronomical and there's so many more options. But for a time, if you need decent tools, I didn't have a lot of options when I first started, so I was kind of stuck. With this, all right. See if anything's from Minnesota.
Yeah, we got any Minnesota companies there, don't you know?
We'll see. There's like 50 from Michigan. Oh, Minnesota.
Hey.
Look at that there.
Holy shyster.
There's a lot of Minnesotans.
Right,
yeah, Viking is there.
Minnesota?
Yeah, these are all Minnesotans.
Huh, I didn't know QA1 was from Minnesota.
Yeah, QA1, there are actually quite a few of the suspension companies. QA1 and Viking are both from Minnesota. They both make nice stuff. Viking only makes shocks, to the best of my knowledge, shocks and coilovers. Oh, stainless headers. I know somebody could use a good set of headers. I'm looking at you.
Me? I have multiple sets of headers.
I know, but you can still use one good set.
Well, I have multiple. Well, okay, I got a good set sitting here for a future engine swap. That's going to be in the works. I got a set over there I'm trying to fucking sell. I got a set up on the wall that's just hanging up on the wall. because why
Yeah,
not?
and don't forget the hood stack zoomies you got from the shit engine you found on
Oh,
the side of the road. So
that's right. That's right. Those are home built. I can tell because of the booger welds on them.
you just know that there's going to be somebody going to do the figure 8 wreck and race. That you can put those things up at the right time, you'll get $100 for them easy.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Doug's saying I think I would be a good tool truck salesman. Yeah, you got to make sure you sell a lot of beef jerky. That's required. Over Larson, what is topic conversation tonight? I am late to the party with weather outside. Currently 36 inches of snow and 8 degrees. Good Lord.
36. God, I wish.
Yeah,
Fuck.
we have none. We had a dusting of frozen and nothing on the ground, and it's 20 right now, which is way too cold. And I think Dan's in subarctic Minnesota.
Yeah, I'm currently -5 degrees outside, and practically the same in here. So
Stop being so negative about everything, Dan.
hey, the negativity
Going,
keeps me warm. Anger
yeah,
keeps me warm.
yeah. Figured that the stokie's trying to keep you warm at this point.
Well, actually, it's doing a pretty good job. I got a little tiny fan behind it blowing the warm air at me, so that's pretty nice.
So I'm going to PRI next week, which is like the racing industry SEMA, and I'm just going through the list to see if there's anything anybody would like me to show them or go to see and try to talk to anybody or ask them anything else. No part of Larry, I thought he was in Colorado, but I might be wrong on that one. Old McDonald. Dutch saying QA1 is going to make Mopar F body front shocks this year. Finally, I broke the Viking ones twice now. Ah. Yeah, when I talked to Viking the first year when I was there, they're all made by a small group of people. It's not the size of QA1 by any means, but they seem like they're decent quality stuff, but don't know anybody that uses them other than you, unfortunately. That said, excuse me. I already have stainless headers for BB Dage. They're pure Mr. Chang's, but well made. No markings on it at all. Boy, either of you or anybody use Kook's headers? Because man, they're KOOK. Because I get an ad from them every other day about their freaking headers.
Huh, never heard of them.
Now it is cold where Dan is that the lit end of his cigar shivers. It's so cold where you are, the lit end of your cigar shivers.
Yeah, pretty much.
Hey, never duck. What's happening? I'm hard on equipment. It's the Valaris make you crazy. I don't know what to tell you. Okay, so Northern Radiators there. Heard good things about their stuff, never used it. Intercomp, Goods and Tool and Supplies, Freedom Vehicle Lifts, DOA drag sleds. Ooh, that means that they make the sleds for pulling tractors.
Ooh.
That'd be kind of cool. That's
That'd
a
be
place
pretty
you should go check out, Dan. That'd be kind of interesting.
Ah.
There's an awning company. You need an awning for your garage?
An awning?
Yeah, awning. You know, like the offside of a trailer. Probably the roll-up ones.
Oh, no, probably not. I want to build an extension onto my garage.
Clark copper head gasket, Dan. Ooh, you might be able to. They might have something that you could use.
Copperhead gaskets are nice, but you have to O-ring the block, so that kind of puts a damper on things.
Boker is there. Aero Components Corporation, Luno Cabinet, CVF Racing. What do they make? Belts, pulleys, valve covers, water pumps. Pick a state, Dan. Pick a state.
Pick a state?
Yep.
Alaska.
Alaska.
Alaska. Let's see what kind of race car parts they're building up in Alaska.
None. We have Alabama and Hui, Arkansas, Auckland, Arizona, and then we go to the Bees.
It's pronounced Arkansas, you idiot.
Hey, look, it might be your Kansas, but it doesn't mean it's my Kansas there, Dan. Well, realize after seeing how far Dutch jumps that road race car on the track, I'm not surprised he brake shocks. Yeah, there could be a, Frank, how much snow? Oh, Frank, Neverboard got 4 inches of snow. I'm running their water pump. Or drag racing snowmobile. Nah, things have happened. Eleca track. He's running an Eleca track water pump there, Dan. You guys have something in common.
Well, technically, my water pump's mechanical, just being driven off of an electric.
Yes, but it would be, that little belt snaps and you're in a world of shit, dude.
Well, no, the little belt snaps, and then you just put the regular pulley on and just run it mechanically. So that's the nice part about it. If the motor goes out, you can just swap it back to mechanical, and you're good.
Nice.
Keep that shit in the
Okay.
trunk.
In Colorado, we've got Inferno USA Eyewear, KD Canopy, Magna Fuel Products, Bang Shift Billy. Okay. Peterson Fluid Systems, Mahai Crankshafts, and Westhold Corporation. Never heard of them.
Nope, never heard of them.
Never heard of them. Let's see what else we got. Randomly do the random state generator thing here. Let's just hold on. I saw Kentucky. Kentucky.
Holding on to everything I own.
That's a lot of stuff to hold on to.
It is.
Apparently, they make automated teller machines in Kentucky. Blackbird Performance Products. Brian Tooley Racing.
Oh, they're popular.
Impact. Holly Racing is apparently headquartered out of there now.
Oh.
Get Performance. Coney, not just the dogs, not just hot dogs, but the Coney Performance Racing Shacks.
Wow.
Mr. Cool. PBM, Setco, Tone Tools, Renegade Racing Fuels and Oils, RC Components, Simpsons, Simpson Seat Belts, SOS Sourcing or Surplus. Hey, the Army.
Oh, wow.
Okay, the Army could be there.
Apparently
probably
the Army's making car parts.
Yeah, they're probably trying to recruit people. Lane is there, and World Products. They make some nice cylinder heads.
World Products? Yeah.
They're saying sometimes you got to jump the car to place third. If you're jumping the car and only placing third, you got to either more horsepower or more car.
Need to reevaluate the situation.
Yeah, you just chuck up a cordless drill to the shaft, hook it straight to the battery, and presto. For the water pump. Technically, all water pumps are mechanical. They have a moving impeller. Yes, but it matters what is driving them.
Yes.
This is very true, Dutch. Very Ricky Bobby of you. Yeah, that is true. All hell, we've been Dougstered.
Hey, Dougie.
Here, the Dougster's here. What's happening, guys?
Same old, same old.
Nice.
Pick a state, Doug. Pick a state.
A state, Hawaii.
Hawaii.
Yep, wrong direction.
Yeah. Far out speed parts, brah. Malu.
No Hawaii. We have Hong Kong.
Is there Jamaica?
Oh, that's just
Do
a
we
few
get some
thousand
Jamaican
miles away.
speed parts?
Let's see here.
All right, Alaska.
I already asked that.
It's a no.
Okay.
Yeah, that was a no.
And then how about New Mexico?
New Mexico.
New Mexico.
I'm still holding out for
I'm
Jamaica.
looking. How about, there's New Jersey.
New Jersey? That's not close to New Mexico.
No. New York.
New
Nope,
York?
no, New Mexico.
New York City.
Hell, we even have stuff from Quebec.
How about Idaho?
Hey, Idaho, you might be a hoe, but that's a whole other thing there.
Hey, what I do on my time's my business.
That's right.
Listen here, Mr. Potatoes.
What he
Hey,
does
Idaho.
on his time is his business, and he charges a reasonable rate.
Yeah, what happens in potato stays in potato.
That's right.
We'll check Rhode
Actually,
Island next.
there is Kim and Buff took the potato I gave them at No Name and they let it sprout. They cut it up and planted it. So there could be descendants of Bud the Spud.
So they're going to have a Doug Potato farm?
That would be pretty great, wouldn't it? Wouldn't
Wow.
that be even better if I was handing out potatoes next year that stemmed from the potato from 24 No Name?
Cool and marginally creepy at the same time. Hey, Miss Carol.
Should have planted a potato at the track.
I had a whole bunch of potatoes to plant too.
Yeah. So you
That's
could have came
true.
back next year and harvested.
Oh, the scary thing is yeah, because anytime that I do a garden, wherever I had the potatoes one year, the next year, of course, crop rotation, I put the potatoes somewhere else. So I'd have like a row of squash, and then you'd be like a smattering of potatoes in the squash.
Yeah.
Doug's making Franken-tatoes.
Franken
Tom's
potatoes.
saying, can you only get electric parts in California? No, you can get other parts, but they might only work in electric cars. You'll need to take your weather back. This shop work in the 30s, man. Yeah, no, trust me, I don't want it either. I didn't sign up. Well, I did sign up for this shit, but that was when my body could actually take cold. Doing head work in the cold, yeah, rebuilding a head with anything tiny and precise in the cold sucks. Doug has ended world hunger. Yeah, Doug is ending world hunger one potato at a time.
Hey, what more perfect than the potato?
I am Irish. I would agree with you.
So, how did they actually get not the American public, but the people to eat a potato? Because at one time nobody ate a potato. It was out there, but nobody ate them like we do today.
That's
So,
because of Irish hatred, Doug.
but
Nobody
the
ate
guy
potato.
who was trying to push the potato, nobody really showed much interest in. They ate mainly meat. They didn't eat vegetables, hardly potatoes. So he got crafty and he had the royals decree it to be a royal vegetable. And then they would have royal potato patches that were guarded by the king's men. But the agreement is that you didn't watch the potato patch all that close. Wink, wink.
Mm-hmm.
So, of course, how else do you make something that everyone wants? You make it unavailable. And then, so everyone started eating potatoes, and then we're going and stealing them and starting their own private underground potato reserves. So by making it a status symbol, he actually made the potato successful.
Well, that's what they do with government, with drugs, with pretty much everything.
Yep.
Make it scarce and people want it or are willing to pay stupid money for it. Miss Carol, I got to see what's clicking on my two-wheel drive work truck. I think it's the axle pivot bushings. Okay, so we're going to check. So this is what's in Idaho. Not much. Dynamite Diesel, Max Custom Tie Downs, Modern Driveline, Pit Innovations, and Zamp. All right, what the hell is a Zamp?
Now Montana.
I've got two to check real quick. We got some. So we got Rhode Island. It's been requested. No, you're good. Just keep that in the back burner for a second.
Okay.
And we got Rhode Island. Bad Dog Tools. That's all they have, Neverboard.
Rhode Island, the land of no fun.
Yes. No, that's Michigan.
Fun.
Yep, the land of no fun. Every time you hear about a promotion, and it'll be like win the brand new car, not valid in Hawaii or Rhode Island.
Excuse me.
There's
Gotcha,
something
but-
about contests and the state of Rhode Island that they don't partake in any of that stuff. So that's the reason why I always call it the land of no fun.
Yeah,
Yeah,
likely
we-
illegal stuff. Nothing
don't
for
want
Puerto
that shit.
Rico. Dutch, nothing in Puerto Rico. Where did you say, Dan? Sorry, Doug.
Oh, Montana.
Montana, the land where Sasquatches shave your face.
It's true. There's eyewitness account.
Oh man, we got Jack and shit.
Montana, where men are men,
And
women
sheep
are
are afraid.
fierce, and sheep are scared.
Yeah, we got nothing from Montana.
I'm so surprised.
Yeah, it happens.
How about Alabama?
Food is food to me. What fills the belly and vitamins to supplement. Yeah. Okay. I'll take it easy, Miss Carol. If you were jumping on here, I'm sorry, Doug. What'd you say? Alabama.
Oh, Alabama, yes.
We got Boss Hog torque converters,
Mhm.
Optimate
Oh,
Performance battery chargers, Out There Brands, ProMax Performance Products, S&B Tools USA, Stern Buddy, Talladega Grand Prix Raceway, Grand Prix, and Vision Wheel. Not too much. At least this is only the people that are at the show anyway. All right, who's next? What state? Come on, pick a state, any state. Or a
Drunken.
country actors. Huh?
Drunken.
Drunken.
What?
Let's pick a state.
No,
Oh,
that is
okay.
no. I thought you
Then-
said German, so let's see if there's any Germans. Yeah, we said G. And the
It's
precision, and it was yeah. No Germans, but Georgia.
Oh, Germany, yeah.
No, this is Germans. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, Germans, yeah. Guys with names like Hans and Gunther and Gustav.
No, Hans and Franz are going to pump you
Oh,
up.
yeah, Hans and Franz, yeah. And
No,
then
King Kong
don't forget Hans and Franz's friend Heinrich.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ken Kondrobits is going to be there. Cool. I want to actually see their bits up close. That's quite a bit from Georgia.
You drinking Pepsi there, Doug?
It's a
Or you
Pepsi
just false
Cup. I'm
advertising?
actually drinking tea.
Oh, false advertising.
What the what?
I am a hardcore Pepsi guy, though.
Have you ever
You
heard of
drinking tea for?
WXI? Apparently, there's some place called Wookie or Wooksy
Wookie?
Speed. WUXI. 3D printing stuff mostly.
I want stuff 3D printed.
Well, you have a junkyard necromancer for that.
Yeah, it's true.
That front axle rebuild he's doing right now looks pretty interesting. Doesn't look like fun, though.
I just watched a short on that just before I came on here.
I just saw when it broke. I didn't see him rebuilding yet.
I've ran a closed knuckle Dana 70, but thankfully I never had to do anything major to it other than swap out a Pitman arm.
So there's basically nothing in Utah. At least nothing coming to the show anywhere.
Nobody coming to the show.
What about Texas? There's a lot of stuff from Texas.
How about I want to know what them Cajuns are up to? How about Louisiana? Get down on the bayou, don't you know?
Yeah, they're just gonna be making biscuits.
Yeah, frying, doing the crawfish boil.
Yeah, red wine oil. Oh, late model engines. They make some really nice stuff. Outside of the budget, but still nice. Okay, let's see. Louisiana. Oh, Louisiana. Cam Motion Inc. and Laris Motorsports Insurance. Ooh, that sounds exciting.
What do you offer? We offer peace of mind.
No, no such thing. Sorry.
Peace
Well,
of
that's what
mind.
they're going to tell you. You're like, why am I paying $3,000 a year for insurance on my car? And then if I
That's because you
crash
live
at
in
my car, I
Detroit.
just walk away. What am I paying you for? Peace of
Yeah,
mind.
no, that's because you live in Detroit. That's why you're paying $3,000 a year for insurance.
Yes.
I mean, I can give
We
someone
pay,
peace of mind.
in Michigan, we pay about 30% higher than the national average, and then if you live in Detroit, you pay about 60.
I've
Because you
heard
pay.
that. I'm so happy I don't live in Detroit.
Yeah,
'Cause it's
it's
bad
bad.
enough as it is.
Michigan's a no-fault insurance state, and that shit is retarded. It means our insurance rates are stupid.
We pay the highest in the nation.
No, there are actually places that pay more than we do, believe it or not. But we
Where?
pay 30% higher than normal average. Like New York and a couple other places are higher still.
Okay, New York makes sense, but
I think
I'm going to assume California is on there somewhere.
I can't remember exactly. Last time I checked, we were like third from the top, and then Detroit's a whole nother stratosphere. But yeah, that no fault makes our insurance ridiculous and extremely expensive. And there's supposed to be that giant fund that we're all going to get money back from because we've been being built to the tunes of millions a year. Ain't seen shit.
Well, see what happened is that our beloved governor decided to go to the Michigan Catastrophic Claims Fund, the MCCA, and which is what pays all the people out if you are injured. And she gave everyone a refund. I mean, I got like a couple $100 back per policy. And then after everyone got insurance refunds, and he's cracking down on with insurance reform, blah blah blah. Then they all decided that she wasn't supposed to take that money out of the Michigan Catastrophic Claims Fund, and then all our rates got hiked, and we had to pay it all back in. So, we basically just got handed a shit sandwich from the left hand, turned around, and then put in the right hand and handed it back to you. There's your shit sandwich.
Well, that's going to happen. No, it never should have been a thing to start with. And the fact that it's hundreds of millions, if not billions of dollars in there, you can't audit it. You can't see it. It's a magical slush fund. But that's a whole nother thing. But it's a friggin' mess. And then don't forget that she raised our registration rates 20% and tried so desperately to get like a 30 cents a gallon gas tax. It's like, what have you done? What's been fixed?
Oh,
Shit's
and
ridiculous.
then now because of the looming EV thing, they want to change it up so where instead of a gas tax, they're going to make it an actual mileage covered tax. So you'll actually pay on your mileage versus your fuel.
It's all about, it doesn't matter what party it is, it's all about control. It's a government thing. It's regardless of parties, that part of it is. I remember getting the hoarder check from the government, having 13 vehicles insured paid off that day. That's what Dutch is saying.
Wow.
So your heater went out 6%, I hear.
Yeah, my furnace took, it went out on Thanksgiving Day.
Nice.
Yeah, so I was able to fiddle with it enough and kind of do a little, pray to the gods of Turkey, and it would work randomly enough to get everything, get us by. And then my regular furnace guy was out of town, and I've got a buddy in the Jeep group that he does commercial stuff, and he was able to come by later that night. And he had an igniter for it, and he actually got it running. It's been running flawlessly ever since. So thankfully.
Oh, awesome. So you didn't have to do a service call, nothing. You just had a homie come by? Hell yeah.
No, the best part was I asked him what I owe him, and he said nothing. The bumpers that you and Alex brought me that I couldn't use, I'm giving him for his girlfriend's Jeep, so it's a trade. It's an even worked out nicely. So
Perfect.
Yeah, I had some fun the other morning.
Oh, the
freaking-
drowsy, yeah, it was fun.
What's
Waking up,
that?
I'm like, man, when it was like, man, I'm cold all of a sudden. I know it's cold outside. I look at the furnace setting, 68. Look at the furnace, 65. I'm like, ah, shit.
Yeah.
Then it was playing musical switches, and if I hit it here with the big hammer, is it gonna work? Because at a certain point, I'm just gonna hit it with a big hammer anyway. There's a line.
Well, there's a big difference between tappy tappy tap and die MF die MF die.
No,
already
I would have been fine with just at a certain point. It's like I'll be warm one way or the other. I'll be warm from swinging a hammer at this, or
Yeah.
oh, let's see if there's anything in Missouri. No, there's quite a bit in Missouri.
Yeah, no, I had a fun morning the other morning. My pipes froze.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that was fantastic.
Are you well water or city water, Dan?
City.
City? Damn. I was
Where are
going
your
to
pipes
say,
underneath the house, or
Well, yeah, no. So I in the morning, went to the bathroom, flushed the toilet, and noticed that it wasn't filling back up. And I'm like, oh, well, that's strange. So I turn on some faucets, which nothing came out. And I'm like, ah, shit.
right.
So immediately I go up into the attic, right? Or, because my piping goes into the attic. And I go up there and I got like 3 feet of blown insulation in the attic covering everything. I'm like, well, it's not up there. There's no way that fucking froze. So I'm searching around. I'm searching underneath the fucking cupboards, and I uncover this. I pull off a panel. I uncover where all the pipes are, and the guy just had it fucking covered in insulation. Just the whole fucking thing was packed full of insulation. But he didn't insulate the pipes from the wall. He just threw insulation in there. So really, it was insulating the heat from the pipes.
yeah,
Oh,
So it's
yeah.
like, you gotta be shitting me. So I pulled out so much insulation I could do the other fucking half of my garage and just lined it up along the actual wall, put it in a space heater, and it fucking cleared itself up in like a minute. It's like, what kind of fucking idiot owned this place before me?
Well, there is a solution, but it's because you pay for your water. Now, do you get raped long and hard on your water, or is water pretty inexpensive?
Yeah, I don't know. That's what. That's not that much.
Okay. Because you could leave on cold nights like that, just leave one
Yeah, the
faucet
faucet running.
dripping. Yeah,
Yeah.
just a drip, 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 drip. I
Well, no,
I figured you knew that trick.
yeah, oh, yeah, I know that trick, but no,
Yeah.
the main problem was the fact that he basically insulated the pipes up against the freezing cold wall.
Right,
yeah. He
right.
insulated the pipes into the cold.
He encouraged the pipes freezing, not yeah.
Yeah, yeah. I don't know if he thought that the insulation itself produced heat, or it's like so. And
There,
luckily, it was an easy fix because I was thinking it's like, God damn, this is gonna be somewhere where I can't fucking access, isn't it? But no, so that was good.
there was a house built like 30 years ago where the guy was shown, realized the value of insulation, and he built a house, and he went insulation crazy on that house. Like everything got insulated. And the house was too well insulated, and it would actually collect water on the walls, and the house started to mold.
Ugh.
So it just couldn't breathe.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I
So
said,
they
they
learned
got
the
like
hard way.
fucking no joke, like 3 feet of blown in insulation up in the attic.
Oh yeah, that blown in insulation is just ground up newspaper and borax.
Yeah.
It's in my mom and dad's house. It's blown into the ceiling here of Casa La Dugster.
And Mobile Relier said I run a word boiler. My furnace never runs. It's 82 degrees at his computer right now. Oh, Donald's saying slide some pool noodles over the pipes.
Well, I just took the insulation and actually put it on the outside of the pipe, between the pipe and the wall.
No.
Yeah.
My when I got the house, we had to run the pipes into the attic because I'm on a slab and the old pipes were bad. And
yeah, same here. I'm on a slab.
Yeah, and so I'm going to have to actually put heat tape on the pipes likely this year because it's now frozen 3 out of the 10 years I've been here. Even with running drips of water, it's just perfect. I'm on the right side of the street. The wind comes down, goes through the eaves and out the other side and freezes the pipes. They're PEX, so they won't burst. But it's randomly interesting what part of my pipes work and don't work in the real frigid cold when it gets really, really, really bad.
Yeah. Well, friggin', while things were trying to thaw out, like I'm in the bathroom monkeying with fucking faucets to see what water I had, because I had cold water, or no, I had hot water, but I didn't have cold water. Trying to figure out what's going on. So the bathtub, I would pour it to the hot water, it would flow. I'd pour it to the cold water, it would stop flowing. Go back to the hot water, wouldn't flow. It would only flow once I turned on the sink. Then all of a sudden it both flowed. But if one was off, then it's like, what the fuck is going on with here? Some sort of airlock or something in the pipes, I'm assuming.
Yeah. Tom's saying, Dan, I heard about your pipes freezing.
Yeah. No, that was fantastic.
Oh, McDonald's saying I have all PEX pipe. And no, PEX is nice. I mean, I like it, but I definitely have to do things that, because having frozen water isn't funny. And I've done run the faucet thing, and shit does not work. Okay, so in Missouri, we've got Weld Racing Wheels. Sunnin, they make a lot of machines for machining engines. Schaefer, Race Star Wheels, Quick Draw Trailers, Proper Performance Engineering and Manufacturing. Oh, Mighty Vacs, they're cool. That's where they're from. Okay. Miller Brothers Machine Tool. Hey, Larry Jeffers Race Cars. That's interesting. That Sykeston, where we went for No Name Nationals, it used to be Jeffers Motorsports Park.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Bullet Racing Engines, Extreme Oil, Race Oil, IHRA Motorsports.
Sunnin products are old. Or Sunnin machines are old. I know that
they still actually do make. They mostly specialize in engine stuff.
Yeah, like boring machines.
Yeah, well, like cylinder machines, boring machines. The Rattlers are the new Super Duty. Really, I mean, it's really amazing how they bore a block out and clean things up. There's very, very specific for engine work. They're not really for anything else, but anyway, Rattler. They'll be there. I'm going to try to do as much video on the machines as possible. Hunter Engineering Company, Fentech, Diesel Motorsports, Drag Illustrated Magazine, Burger King Manufacturing.
Burger King Manufacturing?
Oh, nice. Burger King.
Oh, Burger King. Gotcha.
Burger King. Let's see what's in Illinois.
I was like, wow, I want to see the Whopper there.
Yeah, they make the Whopper right there.
Fucking right up PRI.
Right there. Have it your way, and in a small block Chevy.
Have it your way.
See, when they're at the show, what they don't tell you is when they're at the show, they sit the Whoppers in the engine block and fire it up and warm the whole thing. So you're getting like an 8-layer burger. They just drop them right out of the cylinders.
That's right. That's right. Actually, they take the ground beef and they actually place a head on an engine and then put the hamburger ball inside and they press patties between a piston and the cylinder head.
I bet you could make a piston look like a hamburger. Like have the rings being like the cheese and the fucking,
Yeah.
You probably could.
That'd be hilarious.
Yeah, Marlboro, I was saying, yeah, Dutch, the house I grew up in had a pellet asbestos. That's what Doug was talking about before. Or, sorry, that's what Dutch was talking about before. Hey, Dean. Dean's, I'm drawing home while Marty Feldmaning this awesome line. Oh, well, thank you, Dean. Thank you, Kiwis is Kiwis. He said, my school teacher died from blue asbestos. My whole primary school had asbestos. That so did mine. The biggest thing was asbestos. If you ever do run into it,
Just leave it
it's
alone.
normally not dangerous unless it's airborne.
Yeah.
So if you leave it where it
Let
is,
it down.
and that's why they tend to coat things in other. They cover asbestos because the big danger is removing it. And it's
Well-
not in brakes anymore, but it is in clutches. In car clutches, they still use asbestos. At least last time I checked, they did.
Asbestos is still alive and well. It's just not. I mean, yes, it's more restricted than it is illegal because, like in large electric motors, guess what's still being used? Asbestos. There's nothing out there that can match the performance of it for the application. So
Yeah.
yeah, you got these motor rebuilder guys that are like, we handle asbestos, and there's a certain procedure that they have, and so
I get keeping it out of the reach of the general public within reason because people are stupid,
people are stupid.
and it also, there's that.
Well, at one time, I mean, it was just, I mean, it's funny because you had asbestos went from like, a marvel of the world to the most evil thing ever. It just took such a hard turn. Lead paint too.
Yeah.
I mean, Dutch Boy lead paint. Everyone knew of Dutch Boy paint, and it was Dutch Boy lead.
Well, we also didn't know what we didn't know. There's that too.
This is true. This is true.
The old siding has it as well as floor tile. Yeah.
Give it
That's why
about
it's recited. They didn't take it down.
give it about 30, 40 years, and they'll have new research being like, oh, actually, asbestos is now good for you.
Oh yeah, yeah. Well, I mean, look at eggs for the love of Mike. One second, a doctor says eggs are bad for you. Another doctor says, oh, but it's all good. It's because eggs are bad because of too high cholesterol. Another doctor will say, but the egg is full of good cholesterol, so go ahead and eat them up, and vice versa.
Yeah.
You always get,
Everything is simultaneously killing us and saving us. It all depends on how much you take of it and how you use it in relation to everything else.
Yep.
And there are some extremely weird shit, but in 100 years, they'll be like, actually, asbestos, the glowing and the mild death you got from it actually was creating immortal zombies who could work on other planets. So we could have colonized the universe with asbestos people, but no, you had to try to save everyone.
Were
Turns out
you an
asbestos
electric motor
cured cancer.
rebuilder in the 2000s? Or do you have mesothelioma? Call the Westlake Financial Group.
Hey, John, what's happening? Yeah, we got 2 Michiganders and a Minnesotan, and it's much worse in Minnesota, and they're in the middle.
Yeah.
Minnesota, yeah. So we got the west side. We got the west side and the east side of Lake Michigan covered.
Yep. My side's better because it's not as cold as you friggin' weirdos.
I'm the only one here who can see my breath without the cigar.
Well,
yeah, but you're also in your garage in negative degree
temperature. If the signal
temperature.
gods were with me, I'd go out to my garage.
If the what gods were with you?
The signal gods. The Wi-Fi signal gods. My house is all block, and Wi-Fi signal does not. If I go out of my house, across my foyer, into my garage, basically, if I sit right on top of my beer fridge, I'm fine. I go which is just inside the door of the shop. If I go any further into the shop, all is lost for Wi-Fi signal.
Dunzo.
Yeah, I'd personally like to see you sit on top of your beer fridge on a live stream. That'd be entertaining.
Well, not actually on top of the beer fridge, but metaphorically speaking, I'd be right next to it.
Yeah, more water than land. In Michigan, yeah, Michigan's a little waterlogged. We have we're just one giant protected wetland.
Here in the great state of Michigan, no matter where you are in it, you are never more than 7 minutes away from a river, lake, or a stream.
I do like this comment. John saying, you'd think the invention of the car would have left Minnesota uninhabited. I would agree, but at least one guy we know is there. Well, two, technically.
You all talking
Dutch
about
is in,
being close to water, sitting here in the
yeah.
land of 10,000 lakes.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, but Michigan's got 1,000 more. We got 11,000 lakes. Neener, neener, neener.
Yeah, we also have more boating morons than any place else in the United States. So
Yeah.
Dutch says I'm in shorts in my garage. Well, you do you, man.
I mean, I could be in shorts
I
in my
can't wait till
garage.
that bitchin' heater of Dutch's becomes Dougster's. Yeah.
What, are you gonna go steal his garage?
No, Dutch said that when he's done using that natural gas furnace that he has in his shop right now, that I could have it when he upgrades to his actual HVAC system that he bought for the barn.
Nice. Dougster roasting on a garage fire.
Oh, having heat in the garage is going to be a game changer for the Wolverine garage.
Having a furnace out there helps, and having insulated the roof and everything else insulated, it makes a huge difference. It actually holds temperature.
One half of the roof is fan fold, unlined, no foil backer fan fold insulation, and the other side is actual drywall, and it's a block garage. So but I've got old school flat glass aluminum case windows. So eventually I would like to have those replaced with actual glass block because they'll actually have an R value.
Only Donald's saying, wait till you get the easterly winds off Lake St. Clair. No. Just hush, old McDonald.
Ooh, the wind out of the east will just cut right through your clothes.
Yeah, I know. I'm less than half a mile from that specific issue. John is saying at least the Ingalls family could blame the horses getting lost. That's true. We finished. Why not Dougster missed
Wilburn's on fire tonight, guys.
Yeah.
God damn it.
Hey, what's happening? You got Dean doing Dean things. Dean doing more Dean things. Just saying it's 70 degrees in here tonight, Dougster. Beer holding steady at 37 though.
Oh, nice. Now he's also got the nice beer fridge. I've got a dorm fridge. Dutch actually has a real fridge.
Everybody say with me, Lars.
Lars.
Just above our garage saying it's 20 degrees in here. No, I'm done. I am done with this bullshits. Okay, so back to this list. So in Illinois, we got Autometer, we got Billet Specialties.
Illinois.
Autometer. That's good.
Yeah, that tequila company is in Illinois.
Illinois.
We got Fast Cooling, we got Evolved Motorsports, we got Elgin.
Hey, if you come across Autometer, go up to him and say, "Hey, New Guy's Garage told me to tell you to make an air fuel ratio gauge in your classic Chrome series because they don't have one."
I'm writing that down.
Yeah, write that down.
I literally just did.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Oh, good.
Right there.
Actually, a really good
idea. See what they say.
They're gonna say who and who the fuck are you?
Yeah, they're gonna say who the fuck said this, and
you know what's gonna happen is you're gonna say that they're gonna go. He hath spoken.
That damn straight. I had to fucking make my own gauge look old school because they don't have one.
Yeah, we saw that. So you're gonna go there with a chrome Sharpie and make the bezel look right?
No, remember I made one. I never installed it, but I made one.
Well,
what did I do?
We got fly mode, tropical heat today on Michael's Island. I've done enough work for today. Oh, is that a felt trapper hat there, Dougster?
It is yes, it is, and it is not felt. It is beaver.
Is that like your trapper keeper? Oh, hi-oh.
You
Well, my
can't. You
brother's
can't.
got good thing.
You can't be Ed
Go ahead,
McMahon anymore, Scotty. You don't drink.
Yeah, I think Ben stopped drinking at some point. Probably right about when he died, but I don't remember, to be honest with you. Mopar Valare said, good thing you got with the times has got proper heat Dutch. The salamander heat will get to your lungs after a while. Let's see. Unfinished saying 33 outside, 65 inside. Just a Mopar saying 3 inches of snow. You can say nice Dutch. I'm 64.4 degrees Fahrenheit and trying to rain here, 613 hours, Tuesday afternoon. Yeah, you're in that weird ahead of everybody time zone. And LP saying, Dean.
There, Dan. Solidarity, brother. I'm in my cold shop too.
Yeah, well, actually, Dan left the building. There's literally just an empty chair.
I'm
Oh, he
looking.
probably went to go twist himself another cigar.
That's possible. Yeah, I like you guys, but I'm not going to my garage. You can kiss my ass.
Yeah, but your garage. Well, no, you don't have the heat on full time in the shop, do
No,
you?
the heat on is on just simply enough to get it to 50. That's as far as I'm going.
Right.
I don't know where it went. It's somewhere.
Australia's got Yellow Terra. Hey, Slimo, we got a Yellow Terra coming to PRI next week. Do you want me to tell him anything or ask him any stupid questions? Yep. So in North Dakota, we got Symes Graphics and Shocker Hitches. What else we got here?
Shocker hitches?
Yeah. Ningbo. Okay.
Actually, I'll be right back. You keep doing what you're doing.
Yeah, I will. I'm mildly
Okay.
confused, so I'm going to keep doing this.
Only because
You too,
Dan
Doug.
told me to carry on.
He did. Twisted Mobile saying I finally went out, brought me a new laptop, but it won't let me log into my Facebook account. Wants me to enter a new account. That sounds weird. Try to recover it from somewhere else if you can, like even your phone. Motor Trend Twisted Mobile say Motor Trend TV is no more. Lost shoes are gone now. I think these shows. They're
Yeah, I noticed that. Sorry, Scott, go ahead.
they gone? Because they were supposed to be running new seasons because they'd filmed a bunch of stuff that wasn't out yet. That's what they all kept saying.
Right. Yeah, there's still content to come, but yeah, the guys they're either buttoned up or yeah, I think there's like 6 months of actual content still coming out before it'll just be rerun city.
Yeah, I highly doubt it's even 6 months because most of those shows were weird. But even like unless something changed, Roadkill was only like 2 or 3 months ahead.
Yeah.
The whole thing's weird.
I was being generous when I said 6 months.
Yeah. Well, having seen them film at Roadkill Nights, I understand budgetary. Why? I mean, there were 12 people there doing shit.
Oh, all the events
it
are
was
still
real
happening
production.
though. They're not doing away with the events. All Roadkill events are still going to happen.
No,
It's
I know.
just
No,
frozen.
they were. No, I know, Doug. They were filming a Roadkill episode at Roadkill Nights. So I actually got to see them film it, and there were easily 12 people working.
Gotcha.
It's apparently multitasking night. He uploaded a video. Not sure if he's still here or not. Oh, he could be. He could have set it to release early too. I do appreciate everybody coming on while they're
I'll be right
uploading
back.
a video. Everybody's leaving.
No, I'm just off camera.
Twisted Mopar saying haven't figured out how to recover from my phone. That's too bad, dude. Dean saying I was brought up with Dutch people. You can do 8 things at the same time. Dutch does. It's called 1-bit sampling, peeps. I finished saying we have some marsupials that frequent the cat food pan. They are much more pleasant than the raccoons. Tom, new guys guitar saying I'll be up in a couple minutes. I like it. So you're back, and now we have Doug's Renovating Garage. So it's like you guys are.
Oh. Well, I found the gauge that I was talking about.
All right, let's see it. Yeah, no, I remember that.
Yeah, remember that? I took the cheapest, fucking air fuel ratio gauge I could. I chopped the front of it off, and then I took the cheapest. I think this was oil pressure gauge I could with the chrome bezel. Chopped the front of that off, put them together, electrical taped them together, and then put them in this housing. So now you have a vintage looking air fuel ratio gauge, except for the fact that it is still digital, which I don't like. I want the needle, my orange needle. So I never installed it.
Remember, Dano, if the ladies don't find you handsome, at least they'll find
At least
you
they
handy.
find it handy. Yeah.
Yeah, Dutch saying I'm still here. The interwebs just do what they want to upload on uploads or want on upload speeds. Oh Lord, we have got a wand. We've been wand. Alright. I think I'll probably just close out the PRI stuff for now since nobody's so really interested. It's a fun show to go to. If you can go, definitely do.
Yeah.
Come on, it's
I mean,
the Doug channel.
oh my God, look at that. Oh.
Hey, were you admiring my shop?
Well, we just I just killed off the PRI thing, so I figured I would zoom out or zoom into the empty Doug spot. You have a lot of stuff, Duggars.
There, Doug, you remember that, don't you?
Yeah, I remember the video you did on that. That looked great when you were done.
Yeah.
Speaking of wideband O2 sensors, I got one from my friend brother Carl. He bought this thing brand new 8 years ago, and it's a wideband O2 sensor. It's a Bosch. It's got the Bosch O2 sensor. It's like a complete kit, brand new, never used. And he's like, "You want it?" And I'm like, "Sure. What do you got to have for it?" He goes, $100. Okay.
Bring it closer
like
to the camera so we can see what it is.
Yeah, hey Doug, can you zoom it in a bit? I tried to full screen. Oh.
Ah, okay, yeah.
Glow Shift brand. And it's like the 10 color or 12 color. 2 1/16 inch gauge.
So they're making up for quality and features with shiny colors?
Yeah.
Okay.
But I mean, I gotta admit, having it a cool blue to go with my cool blue truck. Yeah. Or maybe it's a red kind of day. You never know.
Oh, McDonald's saying he's just enjoying the 52.9-cent gas sign.
Yeah.
Oh, and as Dan already seen, I made the El Dano jig last week.
I seen that. Worked like a charm, just like I
Yeah.
said it would.
Worked great, Dan. Worked great, yeah. You what?
What?
What happened?
The signal gods are punishing me.
Oh. Sorry, I thought I was having a gas leak. My dog just let off a freaking fart that smells like that stuff they put in natural gas.
Oh yeah.
One
is propane's rotten eggs, and one's rotten eggs and one's rotten onions.
Okay.
That's the scent.
Yeah, apparently it's Doberman ass is what they bottle up in the.
you back in your perch now.
Nope. Well, I'm 2 subscribers away from 2,000 subscribers. So
Hell yeah.
Good Lord.
we're getting there.
Fucking party time
I'm at
too.
262 loyal subscribers. Thank you very much.
Yeah, and I'm friends with your #1 fan, so
Derek is a cool guy. Hi, Derek.
yeah, he is. He might be watching. I hope so. He was feeling bad. I got feeling sick the last time I talked to him, so I got to talk to him again. He was getting better.
Feel better soon.
Stupid shit happened. It's been a while. He's either better or in the ground, one of the two. I gotta need to call and make sure which one it is.
I just ran across those oil change stickers that he gave me last time I seen him.
Yeah, I've got one. When I do the Chandler oil change in the spring, I'll have to put it up on there. The Doug stickers.
Oh, yeah.
The Doug change.
Yeah.
Change your Doug every 3,000 miles.
That way I'm creepily looking over you while you drive for the entire for the whole oil change.
Yeah, but you were creepily behind me. Every time I look back when I go into Missouri, there's a dude in a Dodge just right there.
You know what? That's what made you get better time, because you were scared of the awesome behind you.
No, actually, you're the reason I couldn't make better time. You and Alex, because you guys had such slow shit ass cars.
Wow. There's some hurt feelings going on around here.
Mm.
So wait,
Love
you
you
have
too,
oil
Scotty.
change stickers?
Yeah.
Yeah, I had oil change stickers made for my channel.
Do you have one?
Yeah, I don't have one in front of me or show them to you.
Just a second. I think I got some over here.
I want to see this. Sounds
No,
cool.
when we started heading towards Missouri, I'm going out there and I'm doing what I think 72. Apparently, I was doing 80. They're like, nobody can, like, Alex couldn't keep up in the meep and Doug didn't want to go that fast. I'm like, okay, well, I guess I'm not leading anymore then.
Can you
'Cause
full
I'm just
screen?
going to keep going. 1 second there, Duggar. I'm going to full screen
Oh
you.
yeah, freaking Scotty. We've hit the highway. We just get on over by, what was it, Paw Paw? And then old Scotty, he puts it pedal to the wood. We're doing like 85, and he just leaves us behind.
I was doing what I thought was the speed limit, Duggar.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
Now
pretty
it's got a
sweet.
little bit of they're 2-inch. They're 2-inch by 2-inch. That was the smallest I could get. And then so this has got a border. So about where my finger is actually where the actual oil change sticker begins. So there's a border. It's
Yeah,
called a
I can
kiss
kind of
cut.
see it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's just the right size. It looks like when you get them in a shop.
Yeah, that's sweet.
Oh, and my a close friend of mine's wife, she works at a print shop. And I just on a whim said, "Can you print me oil change reminders?" She's like, "Yeah, dude, you got to buy them by a certain lot, like 200 or minimum order of 200." I'm like, "Yeah, I'll do that." I just thought it'd be different and original, something that someone will use, not just a sticker that they threw on the bumper of
that's
their
for
car.
advertising.
Not to
I like
mention,
that
these things are skookum as frig. The first one I changed out, like I was like,
Yeah.
to get it off the window.
That's the only thing. It doesn't have that shitty, like take your finger and stick it to the window thing that the normal oil change stickers do.
Right. At least that's one thing I hate the most, is when you get a crappy one that won't stay up, it falls down all the time. Yeah. These won't do that. I'm proud to report.
Yeah, there we go. Mo Roller saying, Dutch, you should show the fellas that new thing you're building unless you're keeping it a secret. We need to see what you're doing. Well, I'm saying, let me unsubscribe to be the 2000s. It's probably gonna be a couple days when I have to rate them picking up subscribers. So when that cool shirt is gonna be at my door, 6%. When I get around to actually redoing the art so they can be properly put on shirts. That's not a high priority. It'll probably be beginning next year, hopefully. LP saying love Dougster's oil change stickers. Next best idea is scratch and sniff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
My
you could-
scratch
what
and
you need-
sniff scent would be race fuel.
No. You should just do it like run the stickers like on the bottom of the conveyor belt when they're making chips, so it has a chips and salsa smell. So when you do your oil change,
We don't make the salsa. We have the manufacturer makes the salsa, ships it to us, and all we do is offload it and then shelve it. And then as orders come in, I will put salsa on trailers. But we do not make salsa.
So you're the salsa king of Michigan.
Maybe.
Okay, so you just crack the lid on the top of all the salsa jars and just dip the stickers in there, put the lids back on, it'll be fine.
Yeah. That'd be awesome.
There you go.
You know, no health code violations, no risk of losing your job.
No. And I'll put a piece of tape on the top of it that says sealed for your protection, but it'll be absolutely misspelled with letters backwards and stuff.
No, just write the name of whoever you hate the most at work as the person who did it. Sealed by X.
Yes.
Like Dutch, Dean saying, like Dutch, I can do 16 things at the same time. 2-bit sampling. Where's that slide whistle? I wonder where that slide whistle is.
You still haven't cut it out of one of your previous shorts to use it.
Nope, not gonna do it. Sorry. Actually, perfect timing. Slide whistle.
You think I got?
That's right.
back
Didn't you get like a live array of slide whistle solos?
No, I'm not doing that. Ain't nobody got time for that shit.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
Oh, don't
just
give me
saying,
that. You got all the time for that shit.
I know I actually don't. Doubt anyone wants to see that, Mark. I'm not quite presentable. Thank you, though. That's what Dutch's saying back to more like, what's happening there, Tom?
Not much. Just hanging out. My nice
doing,
warm
Tom?
basement.
Have slide will whistle.
No, I'm sans the slide whistle still.
Fan slide whistle. Wow.
Sans.
I know your address, so I'm gonna have to send you a slide whistle.
You have to
All
send
I
them
got
slide
for
whistle.
guitars.
Yep. I'm gonna send him a slide whistle.
My kazoo, where'd that go?
Yeah, where's your kazoo?
Ah.
You used
That
to have
probably got
kazoo.
stolen by some other small child.
Probably.
Yeah, Tom can pick up a house, but he can't stop a kid from stealing from him.
Oh, he's a sly little shit.
Mm-hmm. No, I just figured you couldn't reach down that far. Like it was just too short for you to grab.
Oh no. I could. Contrary to popular belief, I can get down to the ground immediately if I need to.
Especially
It's
when you
getting
get hit
back
in the
up that's the hard
It's
part.
the getting up that's hard.
Yeah.
Just like it's not the fall that kills you, but the sudden stop at the end.
Exactly.
Well, I'm saying get a slide whistle at Goodwill for Tom. Even if they had one, that would be the last place I'd
It
want.
wasn't Goodwill. It just went. It just didn't it get copped by one of the kids, Tom?
A pre-blown slide whistle just does not sound
No.
like anything I want to put my mouth on.
No.
I mean, if I can ever get to the music shop,
that have such a
close
broad connotation to it? A pre-blown
I think
slide
like
whistle.
$3.
Oh, they were more than $3 at that Bridget Harmony shop.
Oh, were they?
I think it was like $14.
So-
$15.
What, for a slide whistle?
Yeah.
Tom had a slide whistle. He now has a kazoo. So are you gonna do like? Are you gonna get like a recorder like when you're like fourth grade and start playing us some hot cross buns?
There's a recorder around here somewhere. I think it's
No, you
upstairs.
should do like Metallica and you should do a Metallica like
Yeah,
Inner
yeah,
Sandman,
yeah.
slide whistle,
In about
recorder,
3 months,
and
we're gonna hear
kazoo.
Pantera on Cemetery Gates. Cemetery Gates
No,
on
no, no.
the recorder.
You know what I thought about, Tom? That you should do. It'd be hilarious. You know that fucking Kid Rock song, that Bound to the Bow, whatever the fuck
Yeah.
the name is.
Yeah.
Do that on a didgeridoo.
That would be
That
My
would be
name is Whoa.
that would be
And we could-
hilarious.
and we could,
Boom,
we could go there and then attempt to drink Australian beer that no one drinks, Foster's. No Australians actually drink Foster's.
Well, we
Slimo
can
would be just tickled
we
pink.
can
if you
confirm
did
that statement with Slimo. So now do Bob with the Bob, but Hank Hill in Hank Hill's voice.
I sell propane. The propane accessories.
Hey, Bobby.
Oh well, I do have an update.
Not government plot.
Well, an update.
Camera Human has a slide whistle app on her phone.
Who?
I'm on my.
Lauren, I call her my Camera Human.
Oh,
She's like the human tripod. She holds the camera. You know, so she's
Wait,
the
wait.
camera.
she has a slide whistle app on her phone, and she has neglected to mention this for
Yeah,
how
that's
many
what
live
she
streams
said.
now?
She's been
Yeah, it's been 2
bogarting
months.
for slide whistle for you this whole time?
Yeah,
You've been
I know.
complaining about a slide whistle for literal months at this point, and you've had the
Exactly.
fucking
He's had-
technology
he's
this
had
whole
almost
time.
unlimited access to a slide whistle this whole time, and he never knew it.
Yeah,
until
and you know what
just
the
now.
best part was?
Fucking-
When she runs the camera, she could have been using the slide whistle when something bad happened.
Ah, and he's like, slide
fucking
whistle,
Christmas.
slide whistle.
I don't.
Yeah,
Wow.
and she just didn't want to get replaced. I guess I don't know, but I am going to replace her with this.
What the fuck is that?
It's a gimbal. Put your phone on this end, and it keeps your phone stable.
I got
Oh.
one of those.
Neat.
I've been,
That would
I've
go.
needed
That
one
would
for a
go
while.
against my entire channel.
Here's
I
mine.
know you're shaky cam.
Yeah, I got a shaky cam.
All closed
I've,
up.
I've needed one. I've needed one for a while, but I just couldn't justify the cost.
So how did you get one now?
It was on. They were half off. I could finally justify it with the Black Friday sale. Oh, Doug's got a gimbal.
It was a late Christmas present from last
What?
year from my brother-in-law and my sister. It's deader
Nice.
than a popcorn part, otherwise I'd turn it on. It's even got like a remote control. It's pretty badass.
How much are those things usually?
I want to say like $100 to $200.
Holy shit!
Your phone's so.
Turns into a tripod, the telescope. It's got a remote, a little itty bitty, teeny tiny, very easy to lose remote control. Yeah, don't lose that.
Wow,
And it's
Kinda
got like
lame.
that's kind of a lame slide whistle. Not gonna lie.
Yeah.
4, 5,
All right, Doug.
7 buttons on it.
Sorry,
Eight
I'm just so
buttons
good
on
at the slide whistle. You just can't make do without.
My gimbal is bigger than your gimbal, Doug.
Hey, it doesn't matter what the size of your gimbal is, it's what you do with it, my guy.
Uh-huh. Well, actually, that's up to her. So,
Hey, when I bust out the camera, she's like, yeah.
mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's underwhelming.
It's very underwhelming. Is that the only like sound it makes?
No, it makes other horrible ones. Let's see here. Closer.
Oh shit! We got fucking Cajun music going on now.
It's like the world's longest fart.
Wow.
Closer-ish.
I'm not gonna lie, it kind of sounds like the person who made those slide whistle sound effects was on borderline depression.
I'm thinking, because Tom's doing better with 2 beer bottles.
Ah,
Catch up on some of these. One blowing across a half-filled bottle of beer, then laying horizontal work. No, but Tom can try, I guess. I don't know.
Nope. Just don't work that way.
Yeah, but bicycle pump makes a good slide whistle, but you play like a pan flute. I'm not gonna put my mouth anywhere near a bicycle pump. Hold on. We're gonna check up on Doug. Oh, and every time I go to full screen, Dougster finally reappears.
nice.
Yeah, so I'm gonna.
Cool stuff in my shop, which I understand.
Well, no, we were doing stuff, and the minute I full screen you, if you're not there, you walk back into frame.
Yeah.
It's like he's just waiting outside the edge of the corner, just like, is he gonna do it? Is he gonna do it? Is he gonna do it?
I'm only over in the foyer, so it's not like I'm that far away.
Hiding in the shadows. Hiding in the shadows.
Ooh.
So yeah, what I'm gonna do, Tom, is I'll get a slide whistle when I'm in Indy and mail it to you from Indianapolis to your house. that seems stupid enough.
No, wait. You could get a slide whistle and then just have it piggyback from different YouTubers all the way to his.
Oh, yeah, like Stone Whistle.
Yeah.
I don't know if you'd really want to touch that after a bunch of random YouTubers poo all over it. Not sure.
So do we have like a confirmation date on that thing that you were texting everybody about?
Me?
Yeah.
What happened? I missed part of it from.
Do you have a confirmed date?
Yes.
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 Is that something you want to announce?
Well, I was gonna make a logo for it, but we can't. So on the 20th of this month, we're getting the band back together. It is going to be an epic live stream with all the epic people that all this crazy crap started with. So Junkyard Necromancer, Witty's Garage, Pickin' with Pickle, DNS, who does other special, Dan, Tom, and myself.
Okay, so do we have everybody?
Yeah, everybody's a confirmation. Junkyard might have to not be there the whole time, which he never was anyway. So.
Okay, because there's 7 people total, and we only have 6 spots.
Yeah, I know. I'm gonna buy 1 month of StreamYard just for that. So.
Really?
Yeah, I think it's worth it.
So it's going on your channel, right?
At this
That was
point,
my
yeah.
second question. Okay.
Unless someone else wants to do it, you're welcome to do it. We just gotta. That I didn't ask. Nobody said anything, so I just assumed I was doing it because I had the idea.
Well, I had no idea because we usually did it on junkyards, but I had no idea, so I was going to ask you.
Well, realistically, if we wanted to reach the most people, we should be doing it on yours because you have the most subscribers.
This is true.
I mean, that is kind of true. How much is the StreamYard thing?
I got to find out. I was going to actually let you know I was going to look into that tonight when we did the back chat thing real quick.
All right, you find out. You let me know. I might do it on
I
my.
have no idea. I'm only going to do a month of it. I don't need any more than that. So.
Well, yeah.
Dean sent something. I cannot see it over here. Let me go over here. See what this is. Oh, it's a Deanage, I think. Yep, Dean, no highway.
Dougster, did you just put us in a box?
Hold on.
Actually, in my coat rack.
There's a Doug in the box.
No, we're in the box.
Yeah, you guys are actually on one of the pegs that I have my coat on.
He fucking hung us up like fucking
Okay.
laundry.
Hey,
There's
admit
a dog
it.
in the box.
Admit it.
Oh,
It's good. It's good. Hey, look, Ma, no hands.
Oh my
That's rare for me. Usually I'm hanging on to the selfie stick with the hand.
No.
I'm feeling those lighters, man.
What?
Doug here is gimbling. Yeah, that happens. Many people in the background are driving in the wrong side of the road. No, and Dean said that this is a link to a short that Dean made, so definitely go check it out. So did you put us in the closet, Doug?
Yeah,
No, you're not in the
who
closet.
fuck-
I
Okay.
showed it to you.
And then it came out of the
You
closet.
were there.
He hung us up in the closet.
So we only
Just
rated,
that.
we
Got a
rated,
bunch of hats on. Oh, it's got all my hats and stuff for.
so we've been code racked.
Yeah,
You've been fucking coat racked.
you've been
fucking
you've been relegated to coat rack.
That's nice. That's a
Okay.
downgrade. Now, Dan, I don't have a problem if you want to host it. So I'll find out about the cost of the stream thing.
Oh man, yeah, it doesn't matter to me.
BYOB.
Did you say BYOD? Bring your own Dan?
Yeah, well, yeah. What's your?
own thing.
You got to bring your own Dan. I mean, I know guys named
it's
Dan.
like that. Well, it kind of works that only Dan's thing, where only Dan's are on the only Dan's. Only Dan's.
Only Dan.
Wouldn't that be crazy?
Anyone can watch it, but you have to be named Dan to get on it.
I could have an
like
only
a whole
Dan.
convention of just the Dans, and everyone has a "Hi, my name is" tag that all says Dan on it. Actually,
Only
our
Dan's.
Dan would have El Dano, of course, on his. So,
I could post just random shit on my only Dan. I mean, I could
Yeah.
like do magic tricks or fucking juggle something. I don't know.
No, we need to do a promo, like a fake promo commercial for Only Dan's, but have like your brother playing Kenny G in the background.
oh yes,
Ooh.
First episode.
Well,
Actually, that cap was a nice sound effect, Tom, when I hit the floor.
Table.
Mm-hmm.
and look, Tom's trying to make this beer disappear.
Yeah.
Trying to make this beer
I
disappear.
don't know, only Tom's just doesn't sound quite the same.
What?
No, your brother's gonna start a channel called Only Dan's.
Oh.
Yeah. So him and only other Dans can hang out and do Dan things.
That's right.
We need you to play on that spoof commercial we're gonna make. We need you to be in the background playing the Kenny G flute.
Ooh.
Isn't that like an oboe or some shit?
I thought it was a jazz flute.
I think it is. I think it's in the saxophone family. That straight through clarinet looking thing.
Yeah.
I think it's a sax. It's in the family of sax. So he's throwing down hot sax.
Well,
Oh, wait.
Well,
wait.
Doug, if you have a family, you have to have sax. So
Yeah.
that.
But practice safe sax.
Yeah.
Not to be confused with the sax rotary engine. Also.
Not to be confused with Bill Clinton sax.
Take a walk for 15 minutes, too, dude. I don't want to walk nowhere. Juan, I'm in the middle of a live stream.
Yeah, let's go for a walk, everyone.
Let's just fucking take a jaunter stroll across my yard, huh?
Yeah. All right, well, we can do that. I have my gimbal now.
Nice.
Nice. No, it's
Get
gonna be
that
fun.
over here and I'll fucking take a walk.
No, it'll be nice for PRI because it's hard to show cars without stumbling, especially when I have half a foot. Makes being real consistent movement wise a little complicated.
You should attach that to one of those pole saw poles, and then you get some real height off that bad boy.
But you also have to carry that bad dog throughout the entire show.
Oh, you can get a harness.
It extends, Tom. It extends, and it has a
Yeah,
handle
but not
too.
that
So you
far.
You're still gonna have to like.
Yeah, no, there's a spot in the center where they do a lot of the press conference stuff. You can actually stand up there if I've asked you the last 2 times, and you can film kind of a bird's eye view without doing the without having a drone.
We'll rig you up a hat, and then you can attach the gimbal to the hat.
Yeah, that won't look conspicuous. What are you offering for sale here, sir?
Well, then again, we're media, so I mean, aren't we
Yeah.
kind of expected to have a camera in someone's face?
Exactly.
Well, no, I have a press pass. Like, no shit. That's how I started going. Was I have a press pass.
Just attach the press pass right next to the camera, and then like shove it in people's face. Hey, how's it going?
Wear this hat that I've never worn before with my little press ticket here in my hat because I am media.
There you go. Yeah.
Yeah. The Newsies hat is not required, Doug.
Why not?
It is welcome.
Oh, come on.
Yeah, well, Dan's got to wear his Canadian tuxedo jacket again, and you can start wearing weird, shitty hats on screen so we can have the fashion segment.
Shitty hats. This is a girl. I mean, I haven't. Shitty hats. Okay.
You said you never worn it, so I just,
This is true. This is true. I've never worn it, but I have it.
Dean saying, "Oh, Robert, what's your opinion, old McDonald?" No, yeah, Dean should have his own live streams. It's called the Double Entendre Theater.
Double entendre theater.
Double entendre.
Sometimes a cigar is not actually a cigar. Woo!
Sometimes it's a big brown dick.
Wow.
Doug said it.
That's insulting.
I second the notion.
Excuse me. That made me burp.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. It's just a dog turd.
Left
That's
a
right.
bit of taste in my mouth. Jeff.
Sometimes a dog turd is just a dog turd.
Sometimes a dog turd is just a dog turd. Sometimes they're skinny dog turds. Sometimes they're large dog turds.
Sometimes
They're all dog turds.
those dog turds, okay?
Seriously speaking, my great grandfather never smoked, but he chewed tobacco. And if we were at a wedding and there was leaf wrapped cigars being given away, he would have a couple few in his shirt pocket, and he would chew a cigar, a good quality cigar like you go buy, Dan. My great grandfather would chew it. Says the best chewing tobacco ever.
Penguin?
Nasty.
No, Penguin has a cigarette holder, so he has the stem with a cigarette in the end of it.
Chewing
Oh,
leaf?
real
Yeah, I'm
fancy.
talking about take a cigar, bite it off, chew it up, pack it in your cheek, and draw on it like you would chewing tobacco.
Yeah, it's just like
Like
chewing
long
tobacco.
leaf chewing
Gross as
tobacco.
shit. That's actually. I mean, cigarettes is one thing, but chewing tobacco is just damn gross.
Yeah, that's
I used
just
to do it.
nasty.
I quit, but yeah.
No, having lived in the South, I saw way too many people with that just spitting that shit everywhere. Like, no, thank you.
Yep. Get your spit bottle mixed up with your drink because they're both in the same bottle.
And they both are brown by the time you're yeah.
Well,
Ugh.
I drank Pepsi at the time, so that's one of the reasons why I switched to Mountain Dew for a long time.
Okay, so Juan's saying, Tom, you have a face of regret. Cheer, man. We love you.
Well, let's
Yeah,
close up on
yeah,
his face of regret.
Hey,
Yeah,
Dan has no regrets. No regrets, man.
Juan should have a live stream called double, back in a compliment theater.
Now, if it looks
I
like
love you, you ugly
Hey,
fuck. That's a Juan.
You ugly fuck.
I threw out my back yesterday, so not too
My heart goes out to you,
terribly
man.
mobile right now. And every time I move, it hurts.
What, did you guys find another used engine on the side of the road for free?
Yeah. Did you bench press another Ford?
Well, we
No,
did
no.
find one
I
once.
literally walked out onto my porch to have a smoke and then slipped and caught myself, and that's how I hurt my lower back.
Sure did.
Nice.
I should have just fell.
Sometimes, seriously speaking, yes.
Yeah.
Sometimes, yeah, it would have been easier just to have fallen and dealt with that.
Yeah.
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 Yeah,
So-
no, but this way you can do. I haven't fallen, but I can't get up.
I haven't
No.
fallen.
Right now, Tom's going to be like, I've fallen and I can't reach my beer.
That never happened.
No, he's got
okay,
kids
that
for
never
that anyway.
happened?
He's just,
It's always
Right?
always in
you're
grass.
gonna see Tom in a minute just going.
Never happened.
He's gonna come downstairs, hand him a beer, go up.
Oh.
Dan, did you just say we only found one free engine on the side of the road? Was that what I heard you say?
One,
we've only found
are you
one so
slacking?
far.
I mean,
Yeah, you've
aren't
one
I
so
mean-
far.
Huh?
Hey, Doug, how many free engines have you found?
one.
It's see?
Hey,
It's
Where was
more
that,
than
Doug?
enough.
My Continental was free.
No, did you find it free on the side of the road?
How far off the road? Because how far off the road do I have to be?
Oh,
Okay, it is
as long as
certainly
it's not on the road.
Even if it's
Yeah.
500 foot off of the road, it's on the
Yeah.
side of the road.
Exactly.
Doug, at a certain point, that's actually called theft.
No. It was actually given to me by my friend Chuck.
See, well, we found an engine off the side of the road. He's found an engine. Pickle found a flathead. You're just not looking hard enough.
Apparently, I guess I'm
Oh,
just completely off.
no. Because he has the blessed sacrament of Big Buck Chrysler. He found a free engine on the side of the road too.
No, I didn't. I added this guy say, "Hey, you want a 383 big block?" I'm like, "Fuck yes."
We were here. I just happened to be in his yard on the side of the road saying, "Here, here's some
See?
Big Buck Chrysler parts."
Who the
Well-
what?
Well,
Oh, Grumpy Dutchman.
yeah, I know that's country artist, and I cannot think of his name. Save me, Dutch. Who the hell is that?
What's happening, Dutch?
What's up, guys?
What's going on?
What country singer is that? I cannot think of that guy's to save my ass. His name.
Tracy Bird?
It's Martina
Okay.
McBride.
Okay. Well, they all have that same hair and the mustache. It could be anybody in country. So
It's Joe Diffie.
It's Joe Diffie.
Joe.
I knew who it was. I couldn't think of his name.
Uh-huh.
Joe Diffie.
Joe Diffie.
So what's up, Dutch?
I dropped my phone, so that's the fine camera you get for the night. So
Awesome.
Juan's saying this guy has my haircut.
The guy has my haircut.
It's true.
That guy had your haircut 30 years ago, guy.
Well, yeah, but that means Juan's technically back in style because history repeats itself every 30 years.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. And I
Hopefully
mean,
it'll be Juan, but
Juan had that haircut 30 years ago too. He was
So-
born with that haircut.
he came right at birth. He had the mullet, just rocking it out.
so if we were to remake Joe Dirt and we used Juan to star in our Joe Dirt-esque movie, what would Juan drive? Gotta be a Joe Dirt car in
So
that
it'd be
style.
Juan Dirt?
Something desirable but ratty. So what would
it
Juan
could be
be?
Juan Dirt. It'd be
Well, no,
Wonder. It'd be a Celica. No, it would be a Celica because Juan loves Toyotas. It'd be a 78 Celica.
No, it wouldn't be a
I was
Celica.
gonna say
It's
if
going to be- it's
Juan
gotta
was
be a
Joe Dirt,
Supra.
he would be driving a Toyota.
It's got to be a Supra.
No,
It's got to
but then
be
it
like
would
one
have
of the
it would-
first Supras that no one
Yeah,
wants, but he'll
A
have it because it's
Ranchero.
a Supra, and he'll be spicy.
A Ranchero.
No,
A
no, the Juan
rundown
Cherry.
Ranchero.
No.
He'd have the Juan Cherry.
But the first Supras were actually called Celica Supras. So those first
Oh, they
gens
were?
are called
Okay,
Celica, yeah.
okay.
Yeah, he would have that, and he'd have to have the louvers on the back window, like his mullet,
Yes,
and I'd be rocking 14s and a fart pipe.
absolutely.
He's gonna have all the good shit.
Yes,
The
they have
Buddhist hats,
fucking-
the Roman candle.
It'll look like hell, but it'll fly. It'll be fast, but it'll smoke a little bit though.
What's wrong with
But
louvers?
it's fast for what it is. It's fast.
And Supras, he's saying Supras are fine.
So when he goes over and he's picking up chicks, he'll be telling them about his 2JZ, and the girls go, 2JZ.
no girl
No.
ever is gonna say that.
In
No.
the movie, he's Joe Dirt's trying to pick up the one blonde chick, and then he's
Doug.
like, my Hemi, and she's like, Hemi? Oh,
Yeah,
that's how
Doug.
guys think the women to respond. Yes.
Doug, it'd be Juan Dirt.
Wandered.
Juan Dirt.
That's Juan Dirte to you.
Wandered.
Famous and stuff.
Juan Beard.
Wonder Tay.
I just want to hear Juan say, "I got to poo on me."
What do you want to do?
Wow.
Dun, 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 Juanchero.
Wanderer.
Juan Chero. Oh, that'd be a good song.
Okay, that's it. He has to have the Wanchero.
It's the perfect name.
It is the perfect name. So is it a Falcon Ranchero or is it a full-size Ranchero?
It's whatever's
I'm
cheap enough that you can afford.
I'm picking a big old
Get a
turbo
79, that
one.
giant, oversized, useless car, where it was like 75 feet long and had no engine.
Absolutely. Yeah.
And it's got to have a truck cap on it, too.
Oh,
Just for no
of
damn
course. You know what? They're ugly on that Ranchero, but they're so cool. They're so ugly, they're cool because you don't see them anymore.
Yeah, there's a reason you don't see him anymore, Doug.
'Cause they're-
That's the way I feel about, them old school computers too.
Yeah.
They're cool, but I would never buy one.
But you gotta give someone respect though when they drag out an old dinosaur like a 40-year-old computer and they're still making that old dog still do new tricks.
No,
You
you
gotta-
don't. Doug, no, you don't. No, you just look at him ridiculous. So Juan's ringtone would be like a dial-up signal.
Mopars.
oh,
Are you putting flares on that thing?
Yeah.
Wide body kit, baby.
It's very 68 Charger-esque. I'm going to go for that. Yeah. It's going to be longer over here. But this car's a piece of crap, so we're trying to add more metal where it doesn't have metal. So
Ah.
Are the front fenders going to get the same treatment?
yeah,
I like it.
I'm working on figuring out where the scoop's going to land right now. So I'm going to make a scoop from that body line and that body line, and that's going to encompass it. And it's going to have a tunnel going towards the rear brakes. And then if you look at the Lambos and Ferraris, they actually have an exit tunnel too, so it won't pick up the rear end. So I got
Okay.
to figure out how I'm going to graft that in. But the rear bumper is going to be gone. We're going to make a roll pan there. and then we're going to make our own rear spoiler and everything. But it should add 6 inches to the width of the car, so we could run 18 by 15-inch wheels on an 18-inch tire.
Yeah.
So are you basically making like an IMSA car for racing?
Yeah, the Cam T class for SCCA racing doesn't have any rules besides like rear wheel drive and identifies as a muscle car, so I can race in that class with this. So
Now, Dutch, anything can identify as anything at this point. So
in 2024, no accountability.
no, but
So-
it just makes me think of the old IMSA cars from the '70s where everything had a wide body kit, including Monzas and stuff.
CCA cars did that too.
Yeah.
Like the wide body Corvettes, which I think look bitchin'. So I'm
SCCA,
really excited to see what Dutch is doing here.
Yeah.
No, they need to change it to SCCA.
Yeah. Basically, we're bored, so we're going to just start welding things.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna hop
Next-
off and go to bed.
Next
I'll
weekend,
take it
we're going
easy.
to cut it.
We're gonna take off in a couple of minutes anyway. I appreciate you coming on, man.
Yeah, have a good night, everybody.
Take it easy, Tom.
Bye. Tom's gone.
Joe Dippy. Hold on, we've got live from Dougster's closet. Well, see, every time I full screen, there you are.
Literally every time we
It's not a
talk.
closet, it's just a shelf.
3 times tonight, when I've gone to full screen you
And
walk right back
right
in the
next to
camera.
my-
That's that second.
Right next to where I eat dinner. You're in my
There's
kitchen.
the dog in the box.
I wish I could be Dougster in the box.
Oh, Doug, are you doing anything this weekend?
Yes, I am.
Saturday?
Saturday. I have a very special guest coming in. Guests coming in.
Well, the one we talked about?
The one you talked about. Actually, I can talk about it. John Cope and his best friend Chris are coming up for the weekend for my
Okay.
birthday.
Well, happy birthday, and how are you going to cope with that one, Doug?
Oh, Cope has got a Airbnb rented already, and Friday they're coming up for the
Now,
weekend.
Doug, you took that way too seriously. That was a hack-ass joke. How are you going to cope with that,
Oh.
Doug?
Oh, it's a coping mechanism.
Yes.
Isn't that transmission guy? John
Yeah.
Cope?
Yeah.
Or am I thinking of a
Hopefully he
different
doesn't transmit anything to you, Doug.
Oh, wow. Well,
guy? Wow.
I mean, if I need to get my bolts right, I may have to use a torque flight wrench.
You know what we should do, Doug? If you have an open schedule in the morning, you should take him to that place we've been talking about.
Place you've been talking about.
Do they have all the
Mhm.
shenanigans on the wall?
No.
It's a line from Super Troopers. Sorry, that didn't go anywhere.
It
I
did
wanted
not,
to see. I asked him today if he wanted to go, because over in Lansing there is the Ransom E. Olds museum for Oldsmobile and REO, and it's like an hour away, and it's actually right on the way. We drive almost past Dutch's place anyway.
Going to Lansing, you're driving past my place.
That's basically it. That's why I said we. So yeah, basically drive past the house. I was going to pick him up, but John wasn't into that. I was going to because we're going to go to the Gilmore Museum, which isn't that far away from where I live.
Mhm.
So what was the place you were thinking of, Dutch? Or do you want to keep that under wraps?
The thing with the junk.
Oh. No.
Okay.
John's not in that kind of mobility, unfortunately.
I'm going there Saturday to pick up a car, so.
Oh, nice. Yeah, I need to go there. Yeah, I'm busy this weekend.
Understandable.
That happens.
Yeah, I'll be
Well-
37 on Friday.
It's all
37.
down here,
Or
downhill
47.
from there, Duggar.
I wish I was 37. 47.
Yep, trust me, it's all downhill from there.
Just another day.
Another
Are
day.
you gonna
I'm-
also? You're gonna also give him like cheese dip and everything?
Give
Yeah,
cheese
what are
dip.
you gonna purnish Cope with? What random cans of salsa are you gonna dump on Cope?
I do have cheese dip, but he won't eat it because it's got soybean oil in it. I think I got some chips. Yeah, I've
I
got
know.
chips.
I know what you do have, Doug. You got Batmobiles. Give Cope some Batmobiles.
You,
I only
you
have
have an
I
abundance.
that I know of. That I know of. I only have one now. I have the gas door Batmobile. That's over here.
What'd you do? Crush all the rest of them?
No, I gave them away.
Oh, don't worry, Doug. There's more.
Oh, I know there's more.
Okay, no, wait. Now let's see if this happens every time each time. Oh, this one isn't consistent.
Okay.
So 3 or 4.
I can't find gas door Batmobile. Well, I put all the Batmobiles in a Fago pop box, and I went to load them in my truck, and then Thumper, the sweaty fat guy, said, "I'll take those," and okay, I gave them to him. So
Yeah, there
I'm sure
might be more.
they just got put right back into Scott's car. But
No, but there might be more than one Fago pop box full of Batmobiles, Doug.
oh, I'm not surprised. I remember seeing 2 being filled.
Thumper was actually going to do what he said he was going to do, but
To
there
me.
might be an unrelated. No, not to you. You had nothing to do with it. It was another one of his
okay.
friends. But there might be a whole another completely loaded box of Batmobiles that someone you may or may not know has in their possession, and it is not me. You know,
Okay.
currently anyway.
Okay.
Not anymore, anyway.
No, there was a Batmobile handoff at some point.
Oh yes.
It was like like they hand off the batons at a
Oh yeah,
triathlete.
on a relay. Yeah.
Yeah.
The running of the Batmobiles.
Right.
You just have to throw at people randomly.
The running of the Batmobiles is only done in Sykeston.
Yes. No.
Yeah.
Sykeston are here. Apparently, Michigan has a big problem with Batmobiles as well.
Oh really? I see.
Yes. Well, it is time to end. It is about 11:15 here, so I've got things I have to do, like go to the doctors in the morning, which is fine. It's just a normal thing. But I see lots of them. I got about 20 of them I see on a regular basis. So
Yay!
Nice.
that's down from 30. So it's progress.
Oops.
Yeah, that is that's a third.
Yep.
Yeah.
Anyway, guys. So anybody have anything they'd like to announce, or anybody they'd like to tell anybody?
The epic streams are coming back, at least for one.
At least once.
Yeah, at least one.
Yeah, so Friday the 20th, it'll be an epic night.
For the holiday.
head on my Continental engine is still stuck, and got all the hardware off of the flathead, and it's studs and nuts. And out of 15 head bolts, 2 are still locked up, and I can't get the head off. I can wiggle the hell out of it, but I can't get it unstuck. At least not yet.
It can't be stuck if it's liquid, Doug.
That is
This
true.
is true. This is true. But I want to readily assemble it again in short order, and not a lot of. Yes, you're right.
I
Can't
probably
be.
wouldn't be wiggling the hell out of it then.
Well, how else am I supposed to get it to move? Actually, what I'm doing when I wiggle the head, I actually see those bolts stretch a little bit. So I am gentle with what I'm doing. I'm not like reefing on it.
So the bolts just won't loosen up, or are you afraid you're gonna snap them?
No, they're frozen in because the head sits on studs and then there's nuts on top of that. I got all the
Yeah.
hardware off, and then there's two studs in the center between 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, right in the middle of the head. That is
Okay.
fused up solid with rust between the head and the stud, and I just can't break that bond.
So have you soaked it?
I've soaked it. I poured gas down inside the crack and lit it on fire. I have heated up the block now 6 times to can't lay my hand on it hot. I'm going to do it again to see if that I can break. I can't break that loose, so I need to get in inside and see how bad the pistons are actually.
That sounds exciting. Is it worth? Is it like a dove head or something worth saving, or?
I think it's this is just a pure guesstimate, but I think that it's liquid cool, but it doesn't have a radiator or it doesn't have a water pump. So I'm figuring it has a magneto ignition. I'm figuring it's late 30s, early 40s.
Oh,
It's old. The gas tank and its hood, which are bolted together, that thing alone weighs probably 70 pounds. It's unbelievably well made. Everything on it is well made. It's got a Marvel carburetor on it.
Like, is
Those
it
are-
any Avengers or
What now?
Marvel, like in the Avengers?
Yeah, Marvel, like in the Avengers. Yes, yes. Superman. Yeah, DC.
you know who made the Marvel carburetor?
The Marvel company.
Faults. Ferguson.
Ferguson. I was going to say Zenith. That was going to be my serious guess.
I think I just hey Dutch. You should come up with something as Joe Diffie facts. Just have that screen in the background, just telling people facts.
How old was Joe when he got his first truck?
Diffie years old.
Met his first and second wife in traffic.
Right. He got his first truck when he was 3. Drove 100,000 miles upon his niece.
So have you heated it up and then shot it with the juice as it was hot to cool
Yes,
it
I
down?
have. I have a propane heater. It's actually a Big Buddy heater, so it's a double wafer propane heater. And then I actually set up my propane heater on a riser with as close to the block as I can get it, because it still sits inside its carriage, or its
Right.
body, if you will. And then I throw a piece of cardboard over top of that, and then I shut it up so it doesn't leak any heat as much as I can, close it up, and then I let it heat up for like 6 hours. When I reach down and grab the clutch cover, which is exposed, if I put my hand on the clutch cover and it's hot on the opposite side of the engine from where the heat source is, it's time to work.
And then you shoot it down with juice while it's that hot, and
I shoot it down with juice while it's that hot, and then start moving stuff and trying to get that head to move. So that's probably what I'm going to do again with those 2 seized bolts, is do another heat and then shoot it with the juice.
Do you have an air hammer or needle scaler where you could sit there and just mess with the bolt and try to shock it?
I've been shocking it with a hammer. I've been taking a nut and threading it back on top of the stud to where the nut is flush with the tip of the stud. And then I am taking my screwdriver in, and then that's another thing that sucks about this Continental engine, is there's no real spots to pry on. It's so well made that the head sits perfectly smooth around the engine. So there's only a few spots where I can actually put a tool in and try to pry the head off.
So,
But what I've been doing is
so
I've been
the nuts
but-
are all off. It's just seized to the actual stud.
right. It's
Have
just
you
seized
tried?
to the actual stud.
Have you tried getting a socket and putting a socket over the stud and actually hitting on the head itself to try to, free it up?
Yes. What I've been doing is taking a screwdriver, putting it in, tensioning making that bolt stretch just a little bit with preload. Then I take my big ass hammer, which is a 5-pound hammer, and I'm giving it a pretty good thunk. I'm not like it's a firm tappy tap,
Oh,
and it still isn't letting go.
You try hitting
Have
it
you
with your
tried a
perk.
slide hammer on the head to pull the head itself?
Yeah. What, Dutch?
Yeah, honestly, I would, you know what a needle skiller is. I try that just around
Yep.
it, and you might just shock enough of the little crap loose. So I found that when I'm using a needle skiller for other things, it's amazing what random shit will vibrate free. Because just that little bit of vibration, it's not like a full pounding.
Here's the interesting thing. I do have a couple dental pick tools, and I've been taking that because if you actually look at the hole that the bolt sits in, there's actually a gap on one side because the bolt favors more one side than the other, and you can actually see down in there. So that I've got as far down as my pick can get to get that schmoo out of there. I'm thinking about taking a sewing needle, something that's got some beef to it, but is thin enough to get down in there. I'm actually thinking about pinching that on a pair of vice grips so I have a handle on it, and then trying to drive it into that rust on that open side between the bore and the stud. See if I can't break that rust bond, or at least chisel at it and get some juice down in there.
the stud is threaded into the block, right? It's like
Yeah,
right?
it's got threads at the bottom. One of the studs come out. That's the only reason why I know this, but it's a smooth shank with like an inch of threads on one side and 2 inches of threads on the other.
Is there enough thread sticking out the top where you could double nut it and try to unthread it?
No,
And
there's
have you
like
tried a thread extractor socket, or a tapping, or a stud extractor socket?
I don't have a stud extractor socket. That's a good idea. Would a stud extractor socket damage the stud?
Well,
It
yeah.
depends on what you have. In all likelihood, they're going to be damaged no matter what. And if it's that rusted up, you're probably going to have a weird thing where you're going to have to find replacement studs somehow.
Well, I would like to gently, even though they could be 86, I'd like to gently take it apart just in case they're not, because I don't know where I'm headed. You know what I mean?
Oh no, I
Kind of
totally
thing.
get. There are enough screw making companies, and just in Michigan, you should be able to find something that'll fit the bill if
Mhm.
you have to replace them.
Well, I heated up these studs pretty hot too, so I'm not exactly thrilled about that either.
And
So
you do know
I
a
might be
guy who,
replacing those studs anyway.
and you do know a guy who quotes for a machine shop and can make shit on the side. So
Right on.
You could file flat 2 sides of that stud and then put a wrench on it and break her loose.
And still be able to use it for its intended purpose too.
Well, I wouldn't reuse the stud
I
after
know.
you do that, but it would at least, maybe possibly break something loose. I don't know.
there's look up there. Project Farm did a video on stud extractor sockets. So look for that, and he's probably going to have the most of the different styles in a real world-ish environment that might help you kind of pick which one is worth buying if it comes to it. Oh, Doug's going Titanic.
Sorry, I had to pull the tail out of my selfie stick. No, that's not a metaphor.
I wasn't going there, Doug. It's too late at night. All right. Anything up your alley there, Dutch?
Nope, just doing dumb things.
Nice.
Doug, how thick is that nut on top of that head?
Oh God, it's pretty skookum. It's three quarters of an inch. Yeah, they're
Okay.
pretty skookum. So once I have one on, I can't thread another on without I wouldn't have shit for engagement.
Wait.
if you
So the
cut
nut
the nut?
itself is 3/4 of an inch?
Yeah, the nut
Why?
is the nuts. The nuts are really tall on that.
So why
Go
don't
get a
you
shot.
go to the hardware store and get the same thread nut, but just smaller nuts, and then you
Yeah,
could
that's where I
do
was
that.
going. Yeah,
Okay, that's an idea. I like that.
that's where I was
Jeez.
going.
That's
Okay.
yeah. We were
Yeah,
thinking the same thought.
they'd be like machinist nuts or machine nuts, where they're super thin, hardened bodies that are half the size of or smaller than a normal nut. They're designed for tight spaces in mechanical
Yeah.
applications.
I like that. Yeah, I'll just
And then-
jam nut it and with thinner nuts.
Yeah, if you can't find them locally, look at McMaster Car. They
Yep.
sell every damn thing known to man
Yep.
for hardware
Well,
stuff.
I mean, if and McMaster Car, they're still expensive, but they're better on price than Granger.
What you can do is what we always will do before is Fastenal and would sometimes have a better price, but you can't find shit. You look up what you want on a MasterCard and you use that to order it from Fastenal if it's there locally and get it. But MasterCard anymore is a day later, depending on when you order, and they're not horrible. They're not cheap, but they're not horrible.
Okay, well, all right. So here's just another option. I don't know if you've tried yet. So you say when you lift the head, like
Yep.
it actually stretches the bolt with the head.
Yes, if you're watching the field of studs, when we're not talking very much. I mean, I'm only moving the head, if that, this much. But
Right.
yeah, as I put pressure on the head, you can see everything else move freely. The stud stays put, and then the head moves up and down. The bore moves up and down. But on those two studs, you actually see them rise up and fall down just a little bit.
Have you? And this might be a stupid question. Have you just taken the nut and torqued it back down to break it loose? Because if you're torquing it down, then it'll stretch the bolt from the head, so it should pop it loose from the head.
And before I do that, I'll make sure to have that whatever I can spray of juice in there. It's actually a really good idea.
And even capitalize on what Dan's saying is just do that a bunch. Torque it, loosen, torque it, loosen, torque it, loosen, torque, because you'll break shit out of the threads. You might not off the smooth surfaces, but if there's something sticking in the threads, you might literally be able to hold everything the studs off.
Because if the head is moving with the stud, like they're interlocked, all you need to do is break that loose, which torquing the stud might just do.
I think I would attempt doing that after I heat it up again, and then go in and torque a bolt on and undo it, and torque a bolt on and undo it. So I got that on my side too.
See if that works, then I'm 2 for 2.
I know, and you know me, I'm willing to try.
Yeah.
Because if it works, is it
simple.
really a bad idea?
No, it's a great idea.
Well, it depends on what the outcome is. Like if you go to jail, then yes, but otherwise, no.
Right.
Well, okay, yeah.
Right.
Stipulations.
Yeah, there are asterisks. One, he already did this. He's already done the heat trick, so it's not that so much. It's kind of a friction and goo.
Yeah.
6 times I've had this puppy hot.
Yeah.
Well,
So
here's another question, Doug. Have you tried pouring white vinegar down the stud holes?
I was thinking of that too.
See, I put some I took a funnel that fits just barely over the stud, and then I took my jug of Evapo-Rust and I put a splash of Evapo-Rust and tried to get as much of it in its little bore. And I did that a few days ago, and that didn't help me at all.
Well, much like getting a bearing out of a crank. If you tried stuffing the hole with bread and hitting it with a hammer until the shit comes out.
The problem is that I have to have.
I'm kidding, Doug. I'm kidding.
No,
It's too damn expensive.
I would be willing to bet that torquing it down will actually do it because, for one thing, you're not only stretching the bolt out, but you're pushing the head down. So that should separate the two.
And literally, if it works, you might actually be able to just turn the head off with the damn studs. If it cracks free enough, if it won't come out of the head, you might still at least be able to turn the studs and take the whole damn thing off.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I'll try that first because I ain't got to do nothing, and then yeah. So I'll probably let you know later this week. If there
Sweet.
could be another, there could be another. It worked.
See, this is the kind of shit you need to put in Only Dan's.
Only Dan.
I'm telling you. Fucking
Dan in the Continental. Dan conquers Continental.
just helping out Doug.
Yeah.
Only dance.
Only
Only
Dan.
Dan.
Have you
Subscribe
tried
today.
this?
Only Dan.
Was that the premium subscription?
No,
Why,
we're
yes,
not
yes,
even
it is.
talk about that. That's shit nobody wants to see.
Hey, come on now. People want to see that shit.
Uh-huh.
Fucking Only dance. Me and my that's the two things I'll have on there. I'll have fucking lighter magic. And helping Doug. Those are the only two things.
That was actually pretty cool, Dan.
That's like the oldest lighter trick in the book.
Oh. Hey, Gam, I'm sorry. We're about to close up for the night. We've been going for a while. But you can subscribe to Only Dan's if you're interested. It's only for people named Dan, but you can watch and
Hey.
be underwhelmed. I don't know how that works.
Hey, Dan.
So,
Yeah.
I'll bet you $1 you can't light that thing 10 times in a row perfect.
What? Damn it. Nope. Hey, you mean snap light it?
No, just normal. You don't have to be all fancy. Just have it shut, open it, light it, shut it, open it, light it, shut it. And you got to do it 10 times. Perfect. You can't do it.
1, 2, 3, 4,
Wow.
5,
this calls for a slide whistle.
6,
Right?
7, 8,
No doubt.
9,
Big money, big money, big money. Come on.
Oh,
10.
you got
Wow.
cocky. I thought you were going to lose when you got cocky there, Dan.
What do I win?
You win a month's supply of Limburger cheese, brought to you by Smith Brothers Cheese
No.
Farms.
No, he's going to send you a bunch of jalapeno ranch dip.
Yeah, helping you rent it. Jack stands.
Yeah. I
What?
need some. I'm looking. I need to get my car up on fucking jack stands because the slicks are just down on the floor now, just creating flat spots.
There's 2 videos I still need to do. I need to do the one where you can pull a little image up on your phone of the person's ID on their YouTube, and that stupid jack stand thing with the. It's now cold enough to make an icicle jack stand, so.
Oh, icicle jack stand. That'd be slick.
Yeah.
Doug, were you pulling that up from the old Alfred Hitchcock TV show, that the lighter trick? Because that was actually a plot for one of those.
Yeah. It's got Steve McQueen in it. His pinky
What,
finger
McQueen
lays in the cradle.
There was, if ever, you know who Alfred Hitchcock is, Dan?
No. Who is he?
Oh, that's too bad. He was an extremely influential director in the 50s, 60s, even up to the 80s, depending on what he was
Yeah.
in.
His movies
it's-
were The Birds, Psycho, Alfred Hitchcock Presents. Was
Rear Window, a bunch of.
Yep.
One, and he had a series of there was a show, and it was kind of like a horror show. It was like, make choices to decide your fate kind of thing.
Yep.
And one of them was if the guy could light the lighter so many times.
That's
Anyway.
exactly where I got it from.
But when you started that, that's what popped into my head.
Yep.
And this was way before any of us were around. It was stuff I saw as reruns as a kid, and it was all in black and white. I mean, it's from the 50s.
Well, I mean, the Twilight Zone is from the early '60s, I believe, and that stuff. Some of that stuff is bizarre.
Yeah. Well, there's a lot of drugs there, Doug, sir. So,
This is true.
all right, guys, I got to cut out. I appreciate everybody jumping on tonight. Thank you all so much.
Great hanging out
So
with everyone. Bye, Dutch.